Hey, I
Schwarzenegger movie.
we're live, Megan.
Jazz hands.
Megan.
Hi.
Hello.
Excellent. Hello.
That was a good joke, though. I couldn't
Did they
hold it
catch
in.
that? I don't know if they caught the joke
I
or
don't
just
think so.
us
I don't know
going,
if they caught the
Megan.
It's what I do.
Hi, everyone.
Tuesday.
So much for joining us. Happy
Hi,
New
friends.
Year.
The new year.
I
I'm
know.
so glad to see you.
A whole new year since the last time we saw y'all.
Wait,
So
2020 is
thanks for joining
over.
us. Thank God.
Let's bring in 2021 with some murder.
Hell yeah.
Murder.
Yeah.
Should I be
Uh,
concerned?
I
Yes.
mean,
Yes.
you've watched us. You should know. So yeah, if you haven't noticed, we have a wonderful special guest with us, AMAmong at Werewolf Feels. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Hell yeah.
He's been
Welcome.
kind enough
We're
to
gonna murder you.
yeah, to let us kill him and, maybe help ask some questions and stuff. Today is, we're doing a sort of ask us anything about Quest the RPG that we play, or Quest the Soaring City if you want to know anything about our characters or storylines, the setting, things like that. Ask it in chat, and we'll do our best to answer you there.
And AMAmong Us.
Yes,
AMAmong Us.
AMAmong Us.
We're very proud
But it's
of
PM.
that pun.
We
I am.
really
Yes.
are.
I don't think
We
anyone else
Respect
is.
it.
We'll use it until you're all really tired of it.
Sorry.
You are watching Nat Screen.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
Trader in Chief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
Nat
we
is
decided
Trader
that I
in
would do the tech today so that you could see my screen.
I would have made that frame red if I had thought of it in advance.
Ooh.
Excellent.
That is valid.
But I didn't.
So, instead of like going on this all just like why don't we just jump into game and just continue plotting from there?
I think that's
Sounds good.
I'm down.
Yeah.
I know we've got a few questions from our Twitter already we can get through. Some other questions people have just asked us, and keep
Yeah.
putting them in the chat. We'll be keeping an eye out.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Oh.
chat, everyone is saying, is the team aware of Nat's audio? You're a little quieter and lower quality audio, Nat.
Oh.
Nathaniel.
Maybe.
Oh, I
Well,
like
I
how
can
Izza
make
was
my-
professional and kind and just put it
Yeah,
in the chat.
I
so call him
typed it
Nat
silently in
directly
the
out.
chat, and then Adam Ellie was like, "Yo, Nat, your mic's shit."
Is it the right? Yeah,
I
say,
think
is it
it's
the right
audio
mic?
of us.
It's definitely the right microphone.
Oh no, Nat's a little quieter. Okay, yeah.
Very
I'm a little-
strange, because you sound fine on Zoom
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
me.
you sound good
they
to
sound fine
us.
to me.
Yeah.
Nat's a little quieter and lower
You know what
quality.
it might
audio
be?
comrades.
You know what it might
See, I'm not sure.
is Streamlabs might be capturing my mic webcam, whereas Zoom would
Yeah.
be capturing
Yeah.
my normal.
Yeah.
So
So-
Oh yeah.
check the
You
properties.
should
check it out.
It'll be in your input.
Yeah.
In the meantime,
Yeah.
get those questions in the chat. Feel free to call me a dick for calling Nat out right on camera.
No.
Adam Ali,
Yeah.
you're a wonderful person. Thank you for doing
Yes.
You're an
Happy
angel,
to
and we're
have
glad
you.
you're here.
Yes, we're glad you're here.
this.
Oh,
All
yeah.
my friends got left.
Who's in chat for AMAmong?
Yeah.
Woo.
Because who else would willingly want to jump into whatever this mess is?
It's all of this here.
All of.
Do I sound better? And you can't tell me that with ooh-woos because we're already ooh-wooing in chat.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Is his
How are we
sound no, I can't do it.
That's a stretch.
Nat sounds
but
better but
quiet.
quiet.
Well, I
Ooh,
can
somebody
fix
says
that.
Nat better.
Can you
Yeah.
fix that, Nat?
Hello.
Can you?
Can you?
Oh. So, notably, I have captured my microphone straight from I bypass voice meter. So muting myself is going to be a cow. So I will forget. That's okay.
That's fine.
We'll
I mean,
try
we're
to
not actually
remind
going to mute
you.
ourselves during rounds because that would
Yeah.
be incredibly boring for
Oh.
a stream. Just
Also,
Yeah,
just
no.
remembered, actually, it won't be because Robert's shortcuts also mute Streamlabs, and I have that set up. So actually, I'm told.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, there you go.
Hey,
You're
Robert.
welcome, Nathaniel.
So you realize in order to answer questions, you're gonna have to stay unmuted, right? Just to confirm that.
Yeah. Oh, we got booted out of the room.
Close to
I
inactivity.
was about to say we're probably going to get booted from the room soon.
Sure.
All right. We were-
Finish saying
Got it.
music could be about 20% quieter too.
Already got it.
Yeah. No,
There
well,
you
fuck,
go.
you know what?
Is it gonna be a new code? I don't know how this game works.
Alright,
Now
we'll-
and,
that will
get us a code.
I'm putting
Oh,
the
okay.
code
It's gonna be a
in
different
the
code.
Zoom chat,
Mm-hmm.
and it's there. And while y'all are getting it, I'm gonna go change pants because I just can't do it.
Oh, Nat.
Understandable.
Oh my God, Nat.
Without any explanation, that
Without. Sorry, chat.
Yeah. Sorry.
Bye, chat.
Hi, chat. What's going on? How are you?
So chat.
So, chat.
GM's not here.
How are
Anarchy
you?
can
Yeah.
begin.
Yeah. Guide is
Yeah,
gone.
I mean,
Just say some
Let's
shit
just-
about Nat. Go on.
Wait,
Yeah,
hold up.
let's all say how we really feel about Nat. And
So the thing
that
about
they're
Nat is
amazing.
the thing
That-
about Nat is that
the thing
they're
about
a
Nat-
really, really good GM.
It's true,
Yeah.
actually.
They're just
Valid.
like
Yeah.
really incredible and very good at causing pain in
So
the good
as-
way.
Yeah, I mean, like honestly, I can confirm this as someone who played with Nat on a different game that you might have seen on this very channel, the Trail
yeah.
Bright. You can catch the playlist for that on our YouTubes.
Yes.
Nat is not only a great GM, but Nat's a great listener, right? If you want something happening in game, Nat will try and make it happen for you. Too bad we're stuck with Arvis today, though.
Yeah.
He also was
Monster.
But everyone else was a character, and he's the most memorable when I play for this game. So
That fucking guy.
Not for long.
Hey, it's all right.
let's
Man is asking
Don't-
for
don't
a
even,
smiting.
let's play some Among Us.
Arvis wanted to
Sorry.
kill Zake, and we
Hands
found out we
fixed.
didn't have
Did someone
to.
else explain that, or am I just gonna sound really weird?
Wait,
We
what?
didn't explain it.
No,
didn't
we
explain it.
just
Love you.
no. That we
Wanna
told them
explain
that
it?
we were just yeah.
All right, crap. What is?
I don't
need
know
It's-
what
oh.
do.
We're playing already. Damn.
Yeah,
We're playing
Yeah.
Among Us, guys. I don't know if you've heard of that game before.
I've literally
Among-
never played this
Amongst
game.
Us?
I have
Robert,
never
you
That's a
explain
lie.
that.
anything
I'm
about
asking you
that.
anything.
Oh, got it. You actually
Oh,
are
okay.
Arvis.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course he is.
Wait, oh, are you trying
Wait,
to say
I
I
Nat,
forget
Nat
how
just
to
killed
do
you?
things. How do I? What's the command to use things on the keyboard?
Space
E?
bar, although you might need to change your settings to
Space
mouse
bar.
and keyboard if
E
you haven't.
or space?
Yeah, I have mine on
I
mouse
didn't know
and keyboard.
Space
It's
did
just
it. I-
easier.
Whoa, good lord.
Dead. Who's dead?
So,
Who's dead?
apparently, both Ro and Ferris are dead.
Okay, I promise I didn't hurt either.
Yeah.
You say it in
that's-
that voice. It's
Yeah, like-
impossible.
Yeah, I mean, now it just makes it seem like,
So we're all voting for Arvis.
Why
right?
with you saying it like that?
You can try to murder me, but you know it won't.
I've already voted for you, man.
The-
you're
the
just
worst part
making
is-
us want to kill you more, Nat.
Like, do you want?
But the worst
to
part is
get-
he's right.
If you come and hurt me, then you've just proven me right about who you are.
Oh my
Um,
god.
Wow!
God.
Wow!
Strike me
Wow.
down. Do it.
So which
Yeah, I did.
NPC
Oh
would
my
y'all like
God.
to punch the most?
Absolutely.
Listen, I know that everyone is voting for Nat, including both imposters.
Okay, so now it's time for Nat to come out. I have 80 seconds for fun insect fact hour, and
Oh my
did you
God.
know
Well,
that,
okay,
I
Nat is
voted
one
for
of the
doctor?
imposters confirmed because Nat only does fun insect fact hour when.
Okay, that is so not true.
Imposter.
Well, we have
Every
confirming
time
checks
I've
on,
been hearing
and
to
it
do
was
that.
not the
The
imposter.
Why did you do that, Nat?
Because it was funny.
Make us.
So I feel like
dream team.
Oh my God, it's leading.
yeah, and Zake. I watched Lena murder me and then Zake vent right in front of my dead body.
But I murdered Ro.
We
It
went
was a double kill.
together.
It was a double kill.
One room
Is it?
over.
So I feel
Wait.
like two imposters when we have 7 players is
Are
kind
you-
of slanted in the imposters' favor.
Yeah, maybe one imposter. So now this brings up a good point. I asked that as a joke, but Keenis10 from Twitter did ask who is the most punchable NPC. I'm assuming that question is not for you, Matt.
Someone else also
Obvious.
asked what my favorite NPC is.
Obvious.
That's the question I'll be asking.
Arvis.
Yeah.
Arvis. But it's not just punching though, he deserves a good smiting.
He
See,
deserves
I'm-
a good
I'm
last
actually
lighting.
agree.
Darunel was borderline worse, but you just talked to him last.
I was gonna say Darunel.
Well, he's
yeah.
dead,
Yeah.
so
I'm on Darunel
Is
for
he
being
dead?
most punchable.
Oh, great.
I don't
Season
like
3
that.
secrets, everyone.
there is another NPC who could arguably be just as punchable as either of those, but we haven't met them yet.
Okay, but also the Father of the
Ooh.
Dawn
It's-
is pretty punchable.
Darunel.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was kind of
yeah.
between Arvis Darunel and frickin' Norm 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Norm
Into
two.
Oh, I
Boogaloo?
mean, no, it's definite. See, and of course I'm sitting there. I'm like, no, Nare, that bitch who killed the.
Ooh,
He's still
ooh,
just out
What's his
there.
name?
She's still
was the
kicking
name?
around because
She's just
apparently
hanging
I
out.
decided to be nice. Weird.
What's the Dart? Dart is also
Clo-
super punchable.
Closure's a hell of a
Oh, yeah.
drug, eh?
Dart
You're just saying that
saved
'cause he's
Lena.
your
Dart
doctor.
saved Zake. He
Dart-
just called the
you
doctor
can
to walk
save
around with
somebody
a
That's
plague
and
true.
be
inside it.
That's
punchable.
true.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You can save somebody and be punchable at the same time.
You're
So
just jealous that there's
I'm gonna
another
punch
doctor around.
Liddell. She's a meanie.
Okay, so actually, do I want to change it to one imposter?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, why
yeah.
not?
Yeah.
I'll quit game.
Yeah.
I don't know. Or is it more
I
fun
mean-
Elvis
towards
left
the
the game.
imposters
I mean,
if there's
let it
two?
just let it. I don't know. I just Lena and Zane both being imposters first round. I think is
That was
just
fun.
really.
It was
it's just
beautiful.
really
fun.
perfect.
Yeah.
The thing is that
Amazing.
seven people is an odd amount because 2 imposters feels like too many imposters, but 1 imposter feels like you're like on your own against too many people when you
Right.
are the imposter. So it's a weird
Mhm.
place to
Well,
be.
let's
Oh, did
try
we
it.
tell
Let's
you
try
guys
it
Throw the
with
were-
cooldown
one.
and it makes it easier for the imposter.
Yeah.
Well, we
Yeah,
can
I'll
try
just
it with one,
the
and
settings.
then
Towards the imposter.
Wait, we making
Yeah.
a new room?
Yeah, I guess.
You have
So
to
only you can change the
to
imposter number.
yeah,
Okay,
which is
Ah.
a little
Okay.
silly.
So
It's
now
the
that's-
only option you have to create a new room for, but
That's weird. Yeah.
yeah. But
Alright, so to help the imposters out, I've
Alright.
upped the tasks, I have reduced the kill cooldown, and I have also turned off visual. You have to confirm your checks on that.
that's cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Because
Okay.
same, when there's only one imposter, you know if you won or not. Someone has
So-
not entered the room. It's our guest.
It's not letting.
No.
Oh, okay. It did.
no,
It's not
Zeke.
our guest. Zeke
Oh,
has not
you-
entered the room.
Yeah,
I'm
our
right
guest
here.
is tiny.
Oh, guess this time.
Oh, you're tiny.
Yeah.
Oh my.
So when Arvis kills Tiny,
Oh,
Hey, I wear fewer hats as Arvis, so I just put it back down to 1.
On a related question, by the way, specifically
let's
for
get
Nat
them
and the
questions.
Meltdowns asks in our Twitch chat, who is your favorite NPC?
So I have different answers for different. My favorite one to roleplay is definitely Arvis. The indulgence to playing him, that's very fun.
Mm-hmm.
But my favorite NPC as an actual person, not as an actual person. My favorite one that I feel is probably the like
Love
everything's
him.
shit. Humans are problematic. Fuck it all. Magic was a mistake. Like
I
feel-
love. Yeah, I love the historian. I very
Although-
much relate.
Dawn, the grandma, is a close.
I don't know any of
I
these
love her.
tasks.
I love
Uh-oh.
her.
Oh, Dawn was great.
who
So Lena's
No.
dead.
who would even
These
be
things happen,
willing
I
to
guess.
murder Lena?
I feel like I
Literally
just look suspicious
Wait,
every time
Is
with
this
with
Zake
name
or is
lineup.
it fake?
Ro, what did you see?
there
He
was
did
a
not
body
murder me.
towards the left. I don't remember remember which one. I think it might be the engine-y one. You're not allowed to talk.
I'm done. No, I'm gonna answer questions. Keep answering questions.
So you didn't see anyone around?
No, nobody there. It was just me.
I'm wondering, was Zake taken control of by that monster from the other realm again?
Oh,
That would
maybe.
explain Lena being dead.
Where
Not
were
knowing
you,
about it.
Zake?
I mean, that would be the only reason why Zake would ever murder Lena.
What were you doing
Okay,
this
but-
round,
but
Zake?
if Lena dies, Zake finds out because they're bonded. So obviously Zake is lying. Kill him.
Wait, I just want to say, Foul,
Alright,
we
it's
were
Nat.
literally together the entire time doing downloads.
Zake is suspicious.
Okay, it's
Wait, Ro, where did you say the body was again?
It was in one of the engine-y rooms, I think, on like
Okay.
the left.
So I was in electrical with Nat, obviously a very dangerous place for me to be, but he had not killed me yet.
Ooh.
Yet.
Oh.
Okay, so hold on. If
So
you're
that leaves
doing,
Adam and
That
Lee
is
and
valid.
Ro unaccounted for.
if we're doing character voices, you realize that I can only speak in barks and
I mean, I don't technically have a voice
Yeah,
for
but
Paris.
Ro can
Yeah.
understand you.
Cast speak
So-
with animals.
Same.
Yeah, that's true. So
Actually, I saw Ferris when I was in admin. I did some wiring. I did my swipe. I'm up in cafeteria now. That's all I've done. I haven't even been to any
Wow,
time.
what's it feel like to be able to do a swipe in less than an hour?
seriously.
We gotta vote. I'm voting. Okay, it doesn't matter.
Oh no, voting ends.
It kind of feels like
I-
I've never felt a sense of accomplishment.
Wow.
Holy shit!
Wow.
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 Wow. I'll note, I skipped.
Yeah, I skipped.
That means
be
the rest of
silly.
you monsters voted for somebody.
Because I think
I'm
I
actually
know what it
pumped
is.
I died first because now I just get to chill and answer some questions. and
I
some
honestly love
That's
being a
true.
ghost.
Okay, so there's a question I caught earlier, which was if you had to play as someone else's character, who would you play as?
Ooh.
More chat.
Ferris.
Fair. Oh.
Yeah. No, honestly.
Absolutely
as-
Ferris.
As the guest, I think I can answer this one. Yeah, Ferris.
Oh my god.
Ferris.
That is
Well,
valid.
thank you, everyone.
Just
Oh, that's not
a
a
total
compliment,
like a total wife in a backstory full of pain. That's that's my jar of jam right there.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would play a good row.
Yeah.
Aw, that would be fun.
I agree.
Yeah, like
I'm
my
very
two are
interested
Ferris and
in-
Rose, but just a little more
I
Ferris.
could never be as wonderful as Ro. I'm not even gonna kid myself
I don't
with
know
that.
about that.
I don't know if that's true.
I only know how to play sad wives. Like I don't have any
Sad
other
wives.
skills.
Like mechanically, I'm really interested in playing a naturalist, so Ro for that reason. And
Yes.
like in terms of personality, I usually like to play high charisma characters, so I'd like to play a character like Zake, like personality wise.
Zake would probably be my second choice.
Oh, I'm stuck in a
Play
corner.
Zake pretty well.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
I think Zake is also probably within my wheelhouse just because of the high charisma factor, which is like it's a trend I have. But
Yep.
Ferris, that delicious pain. The stories
Yeah.
you can mine from that.
It's good shit.
I would have. The kiss would have been much earlier had it been me, though.
You've got to, it's all about the pining. You've got to.
It's
you've got
about
to
the
build up.
yearning.
It's about the yearning.
The yearning.
I'm
Also,
too
question:
gay
Did
for
we have
that. No.
did we have visual tasks on or off? I can't remember.
They're off.
Okay,
Oh, then why am I wasting?
It's a
I will do the garbage.
I was
then.
quite sad because I had
about
two
the
visual
yearning.
tasks. Dang. Play it now.
Yeah.
Get that reference, I like you.
Hey, what matters is that there were smooches.
Yeah.
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 Were earned.
That is
and they were earned after
We
both
had
characters
earned
thought they were
smooches.
gonna die.
You've
That's
had
the good
smooches
shit.
every episode. Or not every season. So I feel like I've done my job.
We have had smooches.
That's
Oh,
true. Yeah. I
Good job,
guess.
Nat.
Oh, holy.
I would
Yo,
like to
no.
thank Nunu for saving us in season 1 though.
Oh, did you find me?
Oh yeah.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
Yeah.
It was actually Megan.
So
I thought
hi.
way more
I,
people would be dead.
Well, I
I
mean,
just
it
finished
was.
my tasks. I was wandering down to admin, past nav. Something lit up, and I'm like, the use button lit up? What? Did I miss a task? No, it was the report button. And turns out the doctor was dead. So that was nice.
So that was nice.
Mm. That was nice.
Well,
I
I
thought
have
I
a
ha- okay.
suspect.
I should have clarified.
Okay.
I should have clarified. I thought I had more tasks left, but turns out I didn't. I just had a dead body to
so
report.
I will say I don't think it's Ferris or Zake because both Nunu and Izzo would have killed more people by now with a 20-second kill cooldown.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
So, to me,
That's very
it's
true.
Adam Ali or Ro because it's not me because I'm me.
It's either Adam Ali or Ro. I agree. But that would mean that the first self-report was very well played. I don't know. Do you think Sam would do that?
Yes.
Do you think it's
I
Sam
think
has
so.
it
I
in
think
them?
Sam is capable of that. They're putting on the innocent row act right
Yeah,
now.
exactly.
To
That's what I'm
deflect-
questioning.
deflect from us being
Stop
able.
the Disney face. Stop it.
That doesn't work.
I don't know what murder is.
I mean, here's the question: if Ro is the murderer, was it Ro or Sam?
Oh shit. This is some like Tuvix philosophy
What is
shit
happening?
now.
The best episode of Star Trek. Everyone agrees, right?
I'll be super frank. Part of me wishes I was the imposter right now because just seeing y'all attack Sam is so enjoyable. Like, if the imposter is not Sam, they are having a ball right now watching this.
Okay, so Izza and Nat, which one do we kick off? And then if it isn't, we kick the other one off.
So
from
I
that
feel like I
Wait.
have been around Nat enough, and they haven't killed me for me to moderately trust them right now.
Same with
Like
you
I said,
for
I
me.
think it's
Izza.
Adam
Ali
Ali
I'm
or
not
Ro.
sure.
And
So yeah, I think it's Adam Ali or
leaning
Ro.
Adam Ali.
Oh, okay, I
Alright.
voted for Ro.
I voted for Ro
Kill the
too.
votes up.
Okay, we vote for a row then.
And if it's
okay,
not
fine.
Ro, then I sus
But
at.
then we just immediately pressed.
I thought we
You
were friends.
guys murdered the child?
You did, yeah.
You child
guess- I
murderers!
guess
Talk them
Don't
into
win.
it.
Hey,
I mean, yes, they killed me, but they
Do
were
what you
still
have
the
to do to
child.
Sam!
The funniest part was I accidentally self-reported.
Oh, I knew it was an accident. As soon as I looked up, I was like, it was an accident. That Sam did that on accident.
So Indigo Ripley actually has a question from Twitter. What are the party's favorite colors, and is there a reason behind it?
Ooh.
You don't have to have a reason. Especially if you want to keep on zipping through questions, I suggest just naming any color and moving right past it because no one cares.
I mean, black and blue, right?
I mean, well, black
and
isn't a
blue.
color, so, you know.
Blue, then it's blue.
Robert, I
Blue.
will fight you.
Roberts, I will find you.
Black and
Actually,
purple
it's
for
a
the
shade.
doctor.
Black
So,
is
like-
the color.
Yeah, but we're allowing it for the question.
For the sake of favorite color questions, black is a color. And I
Yeah.
say that as a person who has to be very involved in color theory for their job.
People who actually have to deal with this shit tend to have a nuanced opinion on them.
I think Rose. Sorry,
Alright,
go ahead.
No, go ahead, Sam.
I think Rose's favorite colors are metallics because they're not really
Ooh.
occurring in nature, so it would be something new and exciting for them to.
Oh,
you know.
That's interesting and kind of goes along a similar theme to my answer for Faris, which is that obviously she wears like gold and red and stuff because that was part of her job. But I feel like because she's from a place that's in the desert, green is actually one of her favorite colors because she didn't get to see a lot
Aw.
of like verdant
Aw.
greenery around there.
That's
I like
nice.
that.
Yeah. Also, Alika wears green. I designed it that way. So, you know.
Of
That
course.
makes
I don't
Oh.
have characters.
Oh.
So I was going from electric
Oh, God.
electric lights and did my tasks and ran up towards the like upper engines and Tiny is dead outside the security room.
Apparently, Zake is also dead.
Oh,
Oh,
Zake
no.
is dead too. Okay, I didn't see. I don't
Um,
think I really saw anyone who wasn't already in electrical with me, so I don't really have any suspicions at the moment.
I was
Um,
trying to play do the task that's like the stupid Simon thing where you've got to like match up the
Oh,
lights in a
yeah.
pattern forever. And I
So
got
you
to the
were-
last one and then
So you
I
were
was
right
alone.
next to security,
So using
Was
the
I?
logic of last
And
Yeah.
you
I
didn't
think it's
see a
Robert, 'cause
murderer?
two people
and you
are dead.
didn't.
And I've never seen Izza self-report.
Hey, wait, excuse?
I was doing this one
Excuse?
stupid task the whole time because I did 3 out of 4 and then I fucked it up on the last one and had to start over again.
I'll say it can't be Nat because 3 people aren't dead.
I don't know.
I was swiping my card in admin, and I saw somebody. I want to say I saw the doctor at one point. like recently.
Maybe in storage because I had just
Yeah.
been down there,
God,
and then
I haven't
like,
seen anybody. I passed Ferris as I was walking to where I ended up. I could not tell you what room I am in or what task I was
But
doing.
Megan, if you're doing the Simon Says task, then you're in reactor, which is right next to
Okay,
security.
then that's where I am.
So
that's where I am.
either it's you and you're doing a bad job of covering for yourself, or you genuinely just didn't see the murder happen because you were busy doing your task.
They took up the whole screen. I'm trying to do this stupid puzzle game.
That is so valid, though.
yeah.
Shit.
Like I said, I genuinely didn't see anyone. I was just running through. So
I
Here's
still
the
think it's
secret
Robert.
beyond the grave. My murderer
well-
is not Zake.
Oh, ooh.
well, that makes me think it's Zake.
Valid.
Even
He's
though he's dead.
Yeah.
Even though he's
Oh.
dead, it makes me think
He
it's
used
Zake.
to wand on someone,
He's a-
and that
Oh no,
person.
we have 10
is the murderer.
seconds. Are we
Oh
voting?
god, we have
What am I
10 seconds. Are we
doing?
voting?
I'm skipping.
skipping.
I have
I'll
no
skip.
good thing,
Alright,
but
I'll
I am
skip.
because Lena was the closest. I'm now
Yeah, I'm
watching
gonna
you.
keep an eye on Lena.
Keep an
Also
eye on me.
watching
I'm
Nat
gonna be
because
here
Nat
for the
keeps
next
saying
20
it's me.
years trying to do this
I
stupid
feel like I have a
Simon
good
Says
reason to
game.
have a hunch.
Ooh.
I'll say it's not a bad. It's not a
Nat
bad.
was in
reason.
electrical with me and didn't kill me, so that's usually a good sign.
Oh god, no, the card. Oh
Uh,
god.
So,
Yeah,
so
see?
if you
That
put the
thing-
card in like 2/3, like 1/3 from the left, and then swipe back and forth really fast, it'll work. I've heard that.
Or you could just not be shit at
can't
it,
do
I
that
guess.
yet.
Is it?
Well, that's not gonna
Yeah,
happen.
that
so
works,
you're just
Isa.
gonna sit here and watch me be
Get
frustrated.
good, bro.
Ooh.
Get good.
So I noticed,
I hate this.
Lena, or at least I maybe
Yes.
missed it. You didn't answer what your favorite color is.
Oh,
your
yeah.
character.
My favorite color
That's
is
pretty
blue. There we go. Got it. My favorite color is blue because that's what color Corinne's eyes were.
Aww.
Aw.
That makes me
He's
sad.
also Zake's eyes. But
And
sure.
also Zake wears a lot of
Not
blue.
explaining anymore after that plot line go.
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
Look,
I'm
we get it.
frozen.
Zake is
Well,
pretty.
she's got
God.
she's got
Fine, we
someone to
figured that
switch
out.
now, so it's all fine. No trauma
Yeah.
left.
Yes, absolutely no trauma. Trauma is gone. How do I?
Yeah, because
Much
everyone knows that
past.
being in a relationship fixes trauma. Like,
Yep, for
completely.
sure, 100%.
That's the thing.
That's how
No.
it works, right?
That's how it works. Yeah, psychologists will tell you.
Yeah. It's totally fine.
Like,
I, for one, have never done therapy. I just go from relationship to relationship.
Also, Lena just
Oh,
looks
no.
good in blue, so
I mean, that's
There's that.
valid.
oh, I can't get in there. Why are these doors closed? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Robert closed
Uh-oh.
them. 'cause he's-
Oh no.
Oh no! Oh, now they're open again.
Nathaniel, you're really making me
I'm seeing a lot of pieces of evidence.
look at you.
Not proof, just evidence.
I don't even know.
Tell me what the
it is.
main evidence is.
Can we get somebody
Creative
else at
death
reactor,
and
please?
go-
I'm trying. I'm trying.
Can we please get somebody else at reactor?
I'm trying. I don't know how to play this game. Oh.
Oh look, I was
Oh.
right. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Nobody even found me. I was dead.
Well, I did lock the doors to electrical to keep them out. First, I locked the doors leading to electrical, and then once those went up, I locked electrical.
Yeah, you caught
you know
me in
what,
lower engines.
And I
when
have
you
no
locked the doors
freaking
leading to
clue what's
electrical.
going on.
You know what the thing is that was for sure Robert. The imposter was actually playing properly.
Oh. I see
Wow,
how it
Nunu.
goes.
I also killed you
Shit.
first, so I mean, it was.
All right.
Well,
Yeah,
that means
no.
he's the favorite, right?
Adam Lee,
That's how it works.
got any question?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, I've got questions. So if your characters were Power Rangers, what would your dinosaurs be?
Ooh.
Oh my god,
I
that's
can
an
answer
amazing
this.
question.
I can
Right.
answer this
That's really good.
because I have thought of this before, actually.
What?
Oh.
Lena would be a velociraptor because they are very small and they are very bitey, stabby, kill you. And velociraptors are also very small
True.
and will kill you.
That's
So,
very good.
velociraptor.
That is a good answer.
Thank you.
The doctor would be a Therizinosaurus.
Are you sure you don't
What
mean
is that?
Therizinosaurus?
I don't know what that means.
It is
Bless
the most terrifying thing you've ever seen.
They got long fingernails.
They got long,
They're spooky as fuck.
scythe-like
Oh,
fingernails.
Those guys.
Yeah.
They
And-
creepy.
They they are so creepy, you know.
So I feel like Faris would be like
Scared
a
of
herbivore
everyone.
that can still like defend the fuck out of itself. Also, I just found a body.
Oh no!
Ro is dead in
Gross.
upper engines.
Uh-oh.
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 I was
Well,
trying
I
to
just
scan my
saw
card,
no-
Wait, I am?
So
and
I'm
Zake
not,
was next to me while I was trying to scan my card.
I was
I'm not
scanning my card.
I'm not throwing sus here. This is the person I saw closest to upper engine. And that was Nat was in reactor, but it
Would
looked like Nat was doing Simon Says.
Yeah, I was on the last
Been
round.
good
Simon
faking.
Says when Isa sabotaged me. Speaking of
Sorry.
sabotaging, I
Oh, you can
think it's,
continue.
I just think it's Ferris today. I think it's Ferris.
No, it's not me.
I just said last
No,
round
genuinely-
that I've never seen you self-report, and I feel like that would be just the moment you try.
No, also you're wrong. I do self-report a lot actually when
Yeah.
I'm the imposter.
Yeah.
I mix and match depending on the situation.
I
So
will
that's
say-
means
not
that
that's
you
no reason to
self-
go
Yeah.
after me
Which means that
today.
you self-reported now.
No,
Oh.
it means there's no
Makes
reason
sense.
to go after me.
Feel like
purely
you're
for
arguing
self-reporting.
yourself
It doesn't
I'm
mean
into
that I'm
calling
the
my shot
imposter
here.
or not.
I think it's Isa.
It's not
Okay.
me,
Well,
and you're
I-
making
so-
a huge fucking mistake if you vote
When-
enough.
When I left reactor,
nice.
Izza was
It's
coming
Among
from the
Us.
bottom.
mistakes can only be medium small sized.
Also, this is making me think it's you because you always try to pin it on me when it's you.
Also,
That is so
Arvis is
not
very
true.
good at lying.
That is so true.
That's true, yeah.
Also,
I can
I wasn't
explain.
in electrical with you, and I didn't die in electrical, and you ran out before I went in there, so that makes me think.
All I know is it's not Zake.
Same. I just know that Lena is not.
I'm gonna vote for Nat out of
because
sheer
we're both just
pettiness.
scanning our fucking cards.
Yes.
I mean, just how deliciously coincidental, right? You two in admin, stucking, swiping your cards.
Swiping
Sort of a meet
our
cute.
cards.
Yeah, exactly what I'm saying.
It's not me.
I'm just gonna-
I've
I'm
just
just
been
gonna
like
vote
doing
for
tasks
fun
in
in.
admin and electrical, and
I
just
know.
ran up
Simon
to upper
says.
engines.
I don't know who.
I mean, we can
Oh, I
can
voted for
shoot
Nat.
someone.
I'm voting for
Um,
Nat because I feel like he's
Like,
arbitrarily
vote like
pinning
now or
me.
the time's out.
I'm gonna.
Was a 3 and 3 tie for the.
Well, well then.
Oh gosh.
It also
Oh, right,
means
right.
someone. Oh wait, someone. They were dead. I was gonna
Oh,
say
lights.
someone didn't vote. Oh.
No.
Okay,
Someone
so
was
what's
dead.
really weird is I don't show up as dead on my own screen.
What?
Oh, that happens
Yeah.
on occasion. It's wild.
Oh, that's happened. Yeah, that's a glitch that's happened to me before.
I'm like still alive, and I was just like having an existential crisis while y'all were. I was dead.
All right,
you
I will say that
Um,
Ferris just walked by me.
What's the point of being dead if I can't?
because I'm on my way to doing tasks.
No, I'm just saying that I spotted you. I saw it. How many? Oh my god, I just shot so many asteroids.
Have you tried running
Um,
through a wall, bro?
I am. It won't work.
Oh.
Wait, so you were like
Oh, you're
literally alive on your
Dead,
end?
but you didn't get any of
Yeah.
the benefits of being dead. What is this capitalism?
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Oh,
Still not gonna get
Oh,
paid
God.
though because you're registered as dead in the
I
system.
still
Oh, fuck.
can't swipe.
Oh, also, I didn't finish answering the question because I found the dead body.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
my
Sorry.
dinosaur answer for Faris is that I feel
Yes.
like she's a herbivore that can still beat the shit out of you, like a Stegosaurus or a Triceratops or something along those lines. Or like, what's the
Oh,
one?
or like an
I always forget its
Ankylosaurus?
name. Is that the one that has like the club on the end of its tail? I always forget
Yeah,
that.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Fatinator.
Yeah,
Well, no,
like
the
something like that.
Fatinator is
Oh my
actually a
god!
Stegosaurus, but-
I just found another body in upper engine.
There's.
It's Adamali this
you
time.
murdered Tiny. You can't murder Ro and Tiny.
Well,
Um,
it's
If
work
they were
also-
gonna
together.
go,
also-
wouldn't you rather they go together?
I
Uh,
think
folks-
it's.
Wait. Where was it? Where was it?
I can.
It was in upper engines again.
There's another
Sorry,
dead
Zane.
body. There's another dead body, which I know where it was because I was about to report when this
Okay.
happened. Lena is in admin because swiping card, of course, and I did so.
Died as I
Nat.
lived.
I did so Arvis. I did so Arvis coming from that direction. So I think
Okay.
it's Arvis.
I've been sussing Nat since he just like decided to throw shade on me.
So I emptied trash in cafeteria. Was heading down to empty trash in storage, which Isa can corroborate because we met there right at the end.
I did see you, but visual tasks aren't on. So
That's true. I'm
Okay,
just saying,
I
like,
have an-
you know, it supports my story.
okay.
I have an
I did not go
argument
into
for
admin.
why it can be Nat. As Nunu said last round, Nunu knew it was me because alerts were going off, and another person I know who knows how to use those is Nat.
I think it's.
I mean, it could be Robert again, but what are the odds of
Could
that?
be Robert.
That is
again.
To be
true.
fair, I have played
I
with
don't
someone who was the imposter 10 times in a row. But
It was Nat.
During your birthday, wasn't I like imposter 3 times in a row? I distinctly remember that.
Yeah.
I think you were, yeah.
Nunu has been like, ooh, maybe it's Izzy. Maybe it's Nat. Maybe it's Robert.
Yeah,
So I'm sus
that
of
is also
Nunu.
true.
No,
That's
100%.
also
I
true.
just
Oh
said
God,
it was
this is
Nat. I never
all
said
just-
it was Isa.
Well, we've got to vote for someone. We're down to 4 people.
Okay,
so I'm
I'm
voting
voting-
for
I'm
Nat.
voting
And if
Nat.
it's not Nat, then if we don't all die immediately, I'm probably going to vote for Nunu.
Yeah,
but
the
The
fact
cooldown
that
is shorter
Nat.
than
Wow.
the cooldown, so if you don't do it, you lose. By the way, it's not me. So I'm gonna tell you that leafcutter ants' mandibles are like 40%.
Oh
zinc,
my
which is
God.
really cool.
So what's another question that while Nat is doing this that we can
We
answer?
still need
Yeah.
dinosaurs from
Oh, yeah.
you, Sam, and I think Nat. If you want to say what Arvis's dinosaur is, by all
think-
means.
I think Zex had to be a pterodactyl. Don't ask me why. I just feel.
I
Like it.
see that.
See
I
that.
get it.
Pterodactyls
Oh,
aren't
no.
dinosaurs, they're just ancient winged lizards. Try again.
Robert.
I think Rose would be.
Mm.
Ro would be
What?
a T-Rex, cause like
Mm,
they just got that big ol' like dinosaur chompy vibe. I think,
I agree with that.
right?
this is-
Like
Ah,
they
but
just want to be able to.
Do
fuck shit
I
up.
kill Zake or do I kill Ferris? I don't know.
Robert.
I think Zake. I think it's gotta be Zake. Yeah.
God damn it. I should listen to my instincts more often when I was like, it could be Robert again.
So Ferris just got traumatized again, is what I'm hearing.
I know.
Oh,
Oh,
my
that's
friend's
just her whole
ruined my
fucking
friend.
life. Ferris's life is just back-to-back trauma. Like, don't worry about her, she's fine.
I had to ask who the imposter was in the ghost chat because I didn't fucking see who killed me on my screen.
You didn't see me kill you?
No, I saw nothing. I was just going
Wow.
about
Oh,
doing
no.
my thing, and then all of a sudden,
Nice.
dead body reported, and everybody was
I
like,
watched-
"Sam's dead."
Were
I
you-
saw Robert
were you near
vent
Robert
from like the
when
bottom of the room while I was trying to scan my card. I'm like, oh, I'm about to die. I'm about to die.
Yeah, I was like, is Megan still there? Megan is still
Of
there.
fucking
Time to
course
kill
I'm there. I
Megan.
cannot scan the card.
The funniest thing was I accidentally
can't
vented
do it.
right in front of someone, and that someone was Nathaniel, and I was terrified at that moment. But then I was like, Nat is doing Simon Says, might not have seen me vent.
Oh.
And so I just hoped. I just
I
hoped
don't
the
even know what
entire
any of these
freaking game.
tasks are.
But here's a very
Nope,
fun and
not
interesting
there.
question.
Iza, I'm sorry it wasn't you, but if I got it again, it would have been legendary. So, like, you understand, right?
No, I'll never forgive you.
I've got a very fun and interesting question from TK Pyro. What is your favorite die to roll? Favorite die?
Ooh.
Now I know in
D12.
Quest we only roll d20s. I say we as if I'm currently playing Quest with y'all. I'm not, but whatever. But there are many other die in the world.
Yeah.
So, oh my God, a dead body.
Are there?
Yeah.
Oh.
Adam Lee,
so
thank you
just
for getting
think
that. I
about
got
it.
my task done just in time.
Oh fuck you. So just think about it while I talk about the dead body I found in weapons. Zake was sitting there like I'm thinking maybe trying to shoot some asteroids, but instead someone shot him.
Oh, no.
Actually, that's
I
a good
was
question.
in-
Zake, were you shot or stabbed or?
I do not have
Ghosts
the
can't
capability-
talk.
Yeah, can't talk to the dead.
Oh, I thought we had a meeting.
I was
here.
in, I think electrical. I was doing the one where you move the little thingies up and down, and I did see Ferris there while I was doing it.
Yeah, I did a task in there, and then I went over to reactor, so I've been on the left side of the map the entire time.
Mhm.
So yeah, Ferris is the only one who I have seen.
I think
I'm-
I passed Nat when,
When I
they
was
were
doing
coming
my
out of electrical and I was going in, and they were going that way, but that's obviously like not really anything to go on.
I walked in
Yeah.
with Adam Lee into weapons from below, and I had divert power to weapons. So, like Arvis, I got my job done first before I dealt with dead. And that's a really quick task. I got it
Oh,
done
so you're
before.
saying you saw a body and then didn't report it?
There was another person there. I figured, tiny.
Hold
I mean,
up.
I'll say
still get it.
Adam Ali. So I was in Nav, and Nat came in. I had 2 tasks in Nav. I did them. Nat had come in the middle of me doing my second one, and then I left, and then Adam Ali went in there. So it is likely they were together when, well, maybe when this happened. So I don't think if Adam Ali was close that Nat would take a shot that dangerous.
I don't think that either, but I will say I never actually saw Arvis walk in. Arvis was there. I walked in, saw them doing a task. Now, I don't know if that's just my eyes being funny, because sometimes that happens. But
Yeah, he
I
walked in
will
before you.
Yeah.
I
me,
came
in front of
out,
you.
and then you came past me to go
but
in
I
there.
never saw you in front of me, Nat. And I do need to mention that just to be honest. To be frank, though, I don't think it's Nat. I think that's a very tough shot to make. And I'm just going to click skip vote.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I'm skip voting too.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip too because I have no fucking clue.
Anyways, dice. So personally, I think I can answer this as well. I like a percentile die. They're fun.
Percentile dice are fun.
That's controversial.
That's a rare one to
Yeah.
roll as well. I think I've only ever rolled one once in my life.
I need to pull that shit out.
Yeah,
more
I was
often.
saying,
I
I-
have some homebrew. That was all the.
I don't play many characters who use a d12 for damage, but when you get to roll d12s for
Ooh,
damage,
yeah.
that is some powerful feeling shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's exactly what I was gonna say.
I'm a bit torn. So I have a tattoo of a D20, so I'm partial to D20s, but I think I really enjoy D10s. I think that they're just like I just like the shape. They're very pretty.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
And
appreciate it.
as a recovering warlock, I rolled so many D10s all the time because that's what you roll for Eldritch Blast. So I have a soft spot for D10s.
I kind of not answer the question by saying my real favorite is when you roll a fist of dice.
It's fake, but okay.
I
That's
guess
all,
that.
that's
Like
nice.
if it's a bunch of just d6s, it's kind of boring. But if it's like, oh, I got a couple d8s and a d12 in there and a d10 and a couple d4s, like
Yeah.
really gets me hot.
That's cool. Yeah, like playing a rogue, one of my characters is like arcane trickster rogue with like booming blade and sneak attack and a rapier, so I get to just like pick up a whole bunch of different die and chuck them all down, and that's always really fun.
Where's this game you're talking about, Liza? I don't know.
Never heard of it before.
I used to
Wait, what?
play some
Oh.
Marvel Heroic,
Oh no, we
and
got a
you can
report.
you got a pool
Um,
of dice that was all
Oh,
different.
there's
It was fun.
Tiny Farron.
I don't even know
Avenge
what
me.
room I'm in. Here I am. Here's me reporting a body on like the little thing that you stand on that like scans you, whatever room
Med
that's
bay.
in.
Med bay.
Med bay.
Tiny is dead there. I passed. Most recently, I passed the doctor, but I did see
Yeah.
Nat in. I saw Ro. I passed Ro doing Simon Says, and then I passed Nat, but I did pass Robert most recently, and I survived walking past him. So I don't think it's Robert for that reason.
I was
Yeah,
running to
I-
reactor, and I was
in
sus on
reactor
you because you were running
when the
away
reactor
from the
went
reactor.
off, and there was, and I think the doctor was in there and then left right when the reactor started going off, and I was really confused because then I fixed it with a row.
No, because I was all the way at weapons. I was doing my top.
Yeah, you were.
download.
When I walked
there was
over
someone who
to
was a
whatever the
dark
room is
shade.
that I'm in.
So maybe it was Adam Ali.
I mean,
No,
Arvis
he's dead now?
was.
I mean,
Arvis
dead now.
was. Yeah, came into the reactor after
Well, I think
me
it was
to
Lena
help me
who
fix
left.
it. I was already there.
yeah, I saw
so-
Ro at the
I
reactor.
was in there doing Simon
Wow.
Says when you walked in.
Yeah, I wasn't doing Simon Says. I came in when
No, I was
things
doing-
were
You were
like
standing at.
melting
You were
down.
standing. Somebody was
I was
standing.
already at the top and
reactor.
came down because I thought
I was at the
Robert
bottom
was
for the
gonna-
handprint thingy.
Yeah, yeah.
like-
So I was
okay.
there. I went to the top because I thought Robert was gonna fix it because I thought Robert was there. Then that nothing happened. I walked down because generally you wait kind of in the middle to when someone comes in, then you split. And
Yeah.
then I saw you were there, and I went back up.
Okay.
I think
will
it was
say
Lena
I
who was in
passed
there.
Arvis in the hallway once alone, and I'm still alive for what that's
Been
worth.
there. Explained
Could
by
be
Megan B.
Lena. That's true. Maybe
What
she
does
was
anything
inspired
mean?
by my accidental self-report.
I will say we also didn't mention that Ferris
Oh, no,
is
8 seconds.
as well dead.
Eris is also dead, and I will also say that when I saw Tiny's body,
Who are you voting
I
for?
well, I saw Tiny's body and was like, oh, did we already see that?
Did we already see that?
No, because the
No,
bodies
I'm not an
disappear between
imposter.
rounds,
Oh.
Lena.
Oh.
Well,
I have played this game one time.
I'm
Arvis, you
an
did it,
Not
didn't you?
some diabolical
We can't win now,
mastermind.
just
I'm
admit it,
just
Nat.
An idiot who
No,
doesn't
it's
know how to
not me.
play a game.
Oh.
I just,
Oh.
I don't
you'll be
know.
better at doing tasks, so we can like win on tasks.
Oh.
Oh, look, it was
Glad
Robert.
that I I'm glad I killed
Yeah.
Arvis this
I,
time.
th- I feel like
3 times in a row.
Can I stop with these non-elective surgeries? Right?
there is a glitch where you can
You were
repeatedly
in my
get
room.
imposter.
That there is that
Oh,
glitch,
yeah.
though it could
We're
also
gonna
be.
play again. If Robert's the imposter again, then we'll load out and come back in.
Yeah.
Should we get through a few
Mhm.
questions?
Yeah,
first,
let's do a few
though?
questions
Yeah,
before
let's
we
do a
jump
few
into the next
questions.
one.
Yeah,
Before we
get
move on
kicked
to the
for
next one.
being.
I have some really good ones about Quest specifically. What do you think the number one reason is that someone should play Quest?
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
I feel like we're all going to say really
Um,
similar things.
Yeah.
The number one.
Narrative potential, not very crunchy. That is why I love it.
Yeah, I like
I
the
think
pretty good.
open-endedness.
No math.
Yeah, the lack of maths is definitely a boon.
Or two things I usually laud Quest for. I think it is hands down the best game I have found to get new people RPG. On when you're trying to get them familiar with kind of the structure of ongoing campaign. The second one is out of the way. When you're with people who know how to tell a damn story, there's never a moment when you're like, but the mechanics say, oh, how does this work? No,
Yeah.
you just go.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
go
yeah.
and you
Yeah.
tell a
Oh.
story and it's great.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe someday you'll get to play it with people who know how to tell a story.
Oh.
What up, Megan?
Oh, don't talk about my friends like that, Megan.
Hey,
You're all
Um,
amazing.
for me,
I'll
it's
invite you
like-
all.
For me, it's like
try.
the accessibility and malleability of it, and tying into that on like a personal level. I love that there's no fucking races in the game. Like all of that shit that's a problem in D&D is just gone because you just describe how your character looks and what abilities they have, and you
That's
get to
it.
decide everything
Yeah.
else. And it just takes out so much of the stress that's usually baked into so much stuff that's set in like a fantasy genre. And that's tied into how like easy it is to play as well. Like Nat was saying, it just gets out of the fucking way and
Mhm.
is a system that supports like strong narratives and stuff rather than
So easy.
rather than
It's just
sitting there
easy.
going like, well, it says you have to be within 2.5 feet to do that.
Like
I-
getting somebody started for a game of Quest is so easy because the character sheet is literally just a Mad Libs.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like it's so easy to pick the starting abilities you have, which none of which are like longer than maybe a short paragraph
Mhm.
tops.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's really an easy system for getting new people involved, or for letting
Yeah.
veteran players just get to really flex themselves a bit.
yeah.
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 And
Yeah.
I also love, as somebody who plays a lot of and is very fond of PBTA games, I love the concept of a mixed success.
Yeah.
Because
Mhm.
that
Yes.
it's not just you do it or you don't. Like you can make choices to get things done, and I really like having to make a hard choice sometimes to
Yeah. It's
accomplish
more interesting
something.
than just like you miss your attack and do nothing this turn. Like it's way
Right.
more
We-
interesting and actually
Oh.
creates like a narrative.
There's a question in chat about where you can
Yes.
find the game, and fun fact, we at No Initiative
Fun
are
fact.
actually Quest affiliates. So at Adventure Games Store, where they sell Quest, if you use our code No Initiative, all caps, no spaces, you get 10% off, and it helps us out, and you get to play an amazing game. Also,
That's
Yeah.
my job.
freaking pretty.
Yeah,
And
the
it
art
is
is
very
beautiful.
Oh.
It is
And
really
the
good.
artwork, like the characters depicted in the book, are like so genuinely diverse as well. Like
Oh,
characters with like
yeah.
prosthetic limbs, different ethnicities, different body types. Like it's so fucking cool.
And they
And,
also have
um,
a Kickstarter that is launching February 1st for a treasure catalog and a character catalog. So you can
Mm.
follow them and find out more about that, and maybe somebody's on the cover of it.
Hey, meet some
Hey.
spies.
Yeah, there might be a
That's a hint.
familiar
Oh.
face on
Also,
the
I
cover.
think,
Yeah.
Face.
That's a thing that's happening too.
One more thing you can say about Quest. It's probably not the number one reason why you should play Quest or why we picked Quest, but I know a lot of you there in chat as well are content creators like we are, and I truly believe that this game is one of the best I've found
Oh my God,
for
yeah.
streaming. Like just straight up, the system
Mhm.
allows you to put out a story that's much more narrative, and you don't need to have like those little breaks as people mention of like, so now the rule says this. It's instead of you deciding what to do and then checking the rules, you decide what to do and the rules just wrap around your actions.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool for entertainment, basically.
Speaking of content creation too, the publishers have a really like content creator
It's amazing.
friendly what is it, Creative Commons license
Yeah,
that
the
they
Creative
let
Commons license
people,
is so
you know, publish
good.
their own homebrew material and
Yeah.
like
And they have a
I-
Discord server where people on that Discord server discuss that kind of stuff a lot, and like the creator
Yeah.
is in there like talking to them about it, which is really nice.
You know something I really
He's
appreciate
so
about
great.
ooh,
Quest and content creation is that like they were, so truth be told, they were criticized, like, why don't you just have a Creative Commons license? And their response to this was not to like backtrack or say, oh no, you know, they just did it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Which
that's
is
what you
yeah.
do.
In this industry, that is genuinely shocking.
That was
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
awesome.
And they
Yeah,
do
yeah,
that
yeah.
with a lot of things. Like literally, I think someone said, "Oh, why is there no transcript of this or something?" And they literally said, "Sure, we'll work on it." And then after
Yeah.
a few days, there was a
It was like-
transcript of the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, like it was so quick too, because I remember them being like, oh, like sometime this week, like we're gonna have this out, and it was at like the next day.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
this Creative Commons license. It's
So-
yeah.
Now they're all complimenting it. Yeah. What would you
So
like to
I
see
actually
more
have
of?
something.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead,
Wait.
Robert.
Because this is something I think is very important in TTRPGs to make players feel like they're always earning something, and that is specifically having your players get something every single session. The feeling of
yeah.
earning something is a great feeling, not having to wait 5 sessions before a level up or things like that. You're always earning AP, and in the standard game, you gain a new ability every session. And that really kind of makes a lot of people feel like they are earning something constantly.
In our game, we're trying to make it more longitudinal than Quest might be designed for, so we have slowed down the progress at this point quite a bit.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
just because we're trying to tell, season after season a story. That's
Yeah,
not the
and we have a lot of abilities already, so we're fine.
And we still get
Plus, we
AP
wanna-
every
Pumping the brakes a
session.
little bit.
It's
Yeah.
mainly because
Still
we
get
want
our
to
AP every
squeeze.
session.
We
and
just
we
wanna
get
squeeze more
smooches, so like, what's
Yeah.
what's a
Get
better reward?
smooches.
So
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
smooch or a new ability. You choose. I know which one you choose.
now that we've
Smooch.
like complimented Quest quite a bit, I think this relates to what Nathaniel was saying. What would you like to see more of in Quest RPG in the future?
I
Because
think I just want to
Oh.
see more different roles. 'Cause
Yeah.
I would just be interested to see new stuff along those lines. Like, and I know that they've said on the Discord server, so I feel like it's okay to say here that they've like said that they're working on some stuff, like new roles and
Yeah.
abilities and stuff. So I'm just interested to see what that is.
Yeah,
I'd love to
that'd
see a
be cool.
charm blade.
Armblade.
I would love to see more roles. I'd love to see more ability paths for the roles we already have.
Yeah,
I
same.
would
Oh, yeah.
also, and technically, they're doing this, but I got these monster cards or like creatures cards, and they're gorgeous. They have art on one side, and then the very
Oh.
simple write-up, which is mostly just story information on the back side. These are great. I want more of these. Look at this bear. Look at this bear.
Oh,
Good
good
bear.
old Lash.
Good bear.
So great.
That's a good
I
bear.
want more bear.
Why is that bear not in your game? What's wrong with
The
you?
bear is in the
I
game
mean,
technically, just hasn't shown up yet.
Technically.
Yeah.
Bear just hasn't shown up yet, Adam Ali.
Invite me to play a bear.
I mean, like I feel
The bear's
anyone.
been mentioned.
That's true. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like for me, anyone who knows me or has listened to me talk about TTRPGs for longer than 3 seconds knows that I am obsessed with bond building mechanics
Mm,
to the
like
point
it.
that I have written homebrew bond building mechanics for Quest.
Available where? Remind me.
Oh, it's available on meganlynnftw.itch.io.
A good
But
tune.
I love bond building mechanics. I love establishing stories and connections between PCs before a game starts, because I feel like it just adds so much more for like a GM to play off of and for the characters like within the party to play off of. So every game should have them, and I would love to see like some in an official capacity because it's fun and I love it.
I mean, I would
know.
say that I would love to see the folks at Quest take what you've done and ask you if they can make it official. But that's just me.
I can't wish for that.
Do you hear that,
That's
Mr.
self-indulgent.
Quest?
Mr. Quest.
Do
Ooh.
you hear that, Mr. Quest?
Quest is already.
Well, not if we keep
Mr.
calling
Quest is
him
already
Mr. Quest.
made.
We called him
Things
Mr.
of mine
Quest to his
official for
face
Quest,
on
and I
a
can't
Zoom
do it
call, and he
anymore.
was fine with it.
Although he
Yeah.
has
Steady.
did since tweet at one point that he'd like to drop the nickname if we could change one thing.
I also, I definitely think so. One thing I love, I'm going to talk about a different RPG for like a split second. One thing I love about a game called Emberwind by Nomnivore Games is that there's multiple rule sets, but it's designed so somebody can play one rule set, another person can play another rule set, and they work together to tell the same story. So like if you have a kid and you have an adult who's way too experienced, like myself, we can play different sets, but still playing the same game. And I'd love to see a little bit of, because Quest rules are so simple, I'd like to see some complexity added optionally that you could play alongside some the simpler rules. Because I feel like, sometimes you want that. Sometimes you like math, or I like math.
Along those lines, just give me a reason to have a shield. They look cool. Right now, there's no
No.
reason.
Yes.
That's true. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I would say like one of the few things is that I wish there were a few more ways to make your character tankier, whether through abilities or items. It's like getting down to specifics, and there are some sort of like abilities that I feel are kind of like confusingly worded or a bit like unnecessarily too harsh. Oh no, we dropped our
we go.
server. But those are like
Worth it.
small-
Worth it for questions.
Those are like
I was
small
tracking the
nitpicky
time,
things
I
rather than those are like small nitpicky things. Just in like this for the sake of fairness, like yeah.
I mean, here's the thing: if you really do love something, and I know all of you love Quest. Now, I actually really like Quest myself a little bit, even though I've played publicly only once. I gotta say, if you like something, you should be able to criticize it sometimes.
Exactly.
Heck yeah.
Of course.
It's what we talk about on
Oh, yeah,
Asians
agreed.
Represent all the time, right?
Okay, I did not want to make it about you and I. Is it? Ken will not stop. We're already
Always
doing
make
this
it
a
about
couple
you.
Wednesdays from now. We cannot do this again.
But yeah, like I will also say, and like something I forgot to say when we were talking about things we like about it, I have never GM'd a game before, and I've always been really terrified to do it when the game I was playing the most was D&D, because it was so like mechanically overwrought and so much maths, and it just like terrified me. And I GM'd a game of Quest for the first time ever over Christmas for my family, and I felt like able to GM it as someone who had never GM'd it before quite confidently, and also my family who have never touched any TTRPGs in their life had a great time with it and found it like there were some wobbles and stuff because they'd never played any kind of RPG before, but the system of Quest itself they understood like quite quickly and were able to pick it up. And that's people who don't know this world at all playing it for the first time. So imagine if you're someone who's played other RPGs playing it for the first time, it would be even more accessible for you.
Yeah. I love that answer. I think we can still go on the questions if you'd like, but I
Yeah, I'd
also don't want to be kicked out of another
Do
room.
another one more question, and then back to murder.
Okay.
There was a mean
Okay.
question about, other than cities, what would you like to see storing?
Whales.
Paris, she deserves to fly.
Fly to the
Into
sun.
space.
I
Fly
would
into
like to
space, dethrone the sun, become the sun.
I would like to see
Scones.
Elvis fly in a catapult.
Ooh, yeah. We'll have to look back, get some of those trebuchets we saw, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Certainly try.
Oh gosh.
Roll a
I
d20.
am.
I mean, I don't blame you. So here's a really fun question.
But he's dead now.
Ooh,
Ooh,
fun question.
We've seen gifts given to Ro, thanks to Ro's birthday party, the first episode of season 2. That's right, I know this shit. What gifts would Ro get the rest of the heroes for their birthdays?
Hey, it's tricky.
That's the cutest fucking question that's
I
ever been
know.
asked.
Red White
So
RP
cute.
Rowan on
Thank you,
Oh.
Rowan, for my heart.
Word.
Owen, yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Woo.
Ooh, woo.
Shit, so it's tricky. I know I had spoken a little bit about something they would get for the doctor.
What up?
What up? Which is, they would create a sort of special, medicinal herb section in their little terrarium house that they got for their birthday, so that the
Aw.
doctor would always have access to fresh medical ingredients, which Ro can also help grow like quickly and really well, for even better stuff. I think for Lena, Ro might. I think a lot of the things Ro would want to do are things they can like make or create somehow. Because even though a cool thing with Quest is like money is not a problem in the game, I still feel like Child Ro probably doesn't really have a lot of fucking cash to go around getting people presents. I like the idea of them trying to like do their own thing. I think for Lena, they would learn how to bake her favorite scones
Ooh.
from Mr. Batinga, and
Love
then
that. I want to see
And
that
cry.
can have fresh ones.
Non-poisoned
scene.
variety.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
love a
non-poison
good
variety.
Well, I mean, Lena needs to
Josh.
develop a poison tolerance as a spy. So,
Top
Lena
pick.
doesn't already have a poison tolerance.
well, then it's fine if they're
you
poison
know
now,
she
isn't
has
it?
a poison tolerance.
So instead, how about some really delicious scones
Yeah.
from Mr. Batinga's recipe, plus a side of cleaver?
Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go. There you go.
Because
With
Lena
a hint
is
of
resistant to
iocane
poison,
powder.
you make
Yeah,
them
I-
poison so nobody steals Lena's scones. Only Lena can eat them.
No, we'll share.
Little tummy ache.
I'm pretty sure that cleaver wound is gonna be like just freshly healed by the time we come back for season 3.
I love
When you
it.
take a cleaver to your shoulder.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
it didn't
don't
bring down
worry
to
about
2
it. I am
HP.
making
Does it really
sure.
leave a scar?
No, I want the scar. Scars are badass.
Okay, fine.
So,
fine.
Scars are sexy.
So
Oh,
then
then
as
the
soon as
doctor-
somebody's
Like,
like,
Farris
says something,
one
be
on
like,
her face.
be like, oh, excuse me, do you remember the time I got literally cleavered?
Yes.
Be like, you know, I took a cleave. No, it's like her and Zake in a fight. Be like, yeah, I took a cleaver because of something you did.
Or she can even like when she's like buying baked goods from Mr. Batinga, be like, remember when you cleavered me? I'm not paying for these.
Please, Lena snuck money into Mr. Batinga's cash register. She's
Remember
going
when
to
you
pay her
cleavered
for
me?
his services.
Take more money.
Yeah, be like, here. That's too much. Well, remember the time you hit me with a cleaver? Here's this money. Have a good day.
You wounded me.
You
thus I
cannot
will pay
deny
you,
me.
and you shall not turn it down.
Yeah, I honestly get stuck trying to think of like gifts for Zig and something really good for Ferris because I feel like it needs to be something like, you know, I don't know what Ro would get for her that she doesn't already have.
I mean, I think
Maybe.
you set up this beautiful terrarium for the doctor, and then you set up a little table and 2 chairs, and then barricade Ferris and her now girlfriend inside.
But
So
Ro
they could
doesn't
just-
understand enough to do that.
Work
Alright.
with Lena. It'll be great.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh yeah,
I've
Jack.
Already
my hat.
kissed! They already got together. You don't need to force it.
Oh, that's actually pretty perfect. Ro's birthday gift is conspiring with Lena to create a really sweet like date night for
Aw.
and Ferris.
Yes.
That's adorable.
Yep,
Yes.
it's great. Anyone
You know-
conspiring with Lena to do anything is a good idea.
I was gonna
Because
suggest
Lena
you
lives
conspire
for
with
this
Poppy
shit.
to write something.
Oh, that'd be
Puppy.
nice. I don't know what to do for Zake. They might try to make them some sort of clothing.
Oh my god, and Zach would just be like, oh, an avocado, thanks!
Well, it's tricky, you know, considering Ro's current sort of feelings
true, yeah.
about Zake. I think they would genuinely
Yeah.
have a hard time, like, trying to think of something.
That's
For your
fair.
Yeah.
sake, I know you
Find-
like
find-
clothing, so I
Some
got you a
shit,
big old
y'all.
pelt with a button on it.
Kind of.
hey. You know, Zake seems like Zake would like comics. Just find, you know, a rare first edition Blue Jay spin-off comic and give it to
Yeah.
Zake.
Blue Jay was
There
cool
we
enough
go.
to have a spin-off comic.
Was that for Zach or was that for Nina?
one issue.
One
One
issue.
run.
They tried
Didn't
it
sell
once.
well.
It
They're trying
flopped.
to just offload it now. It was in the penny bin.
Okay, so I'm gonna like personally.
Lena would buy that.
If a kid showed up to me on my birthday party and said, I made you a comic book and it was just a bunch of their drawings, do you know how hard I would die?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that would be the
Oh,
cutest
I-
shit.
I would be
Fair.
unable to
Very
function.
fair.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
I
Started the game.
I just-
getting close to 10 minutes.
Oh,
All right, I'm
Yeah.
s-
No,
I'm gonna
that's fine.
swipe
I just
this
wanna-
fucking card.
just
Here
want
you
to
go.
let you all know. I just want to let you all know I'm crewmate, and if I'm killed first, it's one of you because I've killed all of
Uh-huh.
you, and I know you all want revenge.
oh, you. That's exactly what you would
Well,
say if you were the imposter.
If
If anyone
Oh,
wants
that's
to
exactly
murder
what I
me,
would
oh,
do.
I
You
did
would
it.
imposter.
I'm like, if anyone wants to murder me, I'm gonna be scanning this card forever.
Robert, if I
Following.
wanted revenge,
I'm not
it wouldn't
of
be in
revenge.
game.
I have killed you every round I've been
Oh
murdered.
my-
That is valid.
Oh
that?
my
Recorded.
gosh.
Shit.
Ferris,
Oh.
no.
How'd that day go, Ferris?
I was
Electrical.
connecting the wires, so I'm assuming that's electrical. And
No.
Arvis was like, is that not where the wires are? Where?
Wait, where
where's
was the body
wires?
found?
What?
Zay,
was
where,
the body?
where
Is
did
in
you find the
electrical.
body?
The body
Then
is
where
in
am I?
electrical.
I was connecting
Like, why are you
wires.
smiling
and
so
Arvis
much?
was standing right next to me.
I'm
there
smiling
two
because Megan
wires?
said she was in electrical when I reported.
that
the
electrical?
body. No.
Is
No,
that
aren't there
where?
two
then where are the
wires?
wires?
Wires are everywhere.
wires
Wires are
all
all over
over.
the place.
Oh, well
There
then I have
have
no
to be a-
fucking idea where I am. But I was connecting wires and Arvis was standing next to me.
Okay. No, I saw no one.
Wait, where the body was found in electrical?
Please do not think
though?
I know the layout
So
of this.
I
Top-
was in
top-
storage doing
top of
wires
electrical.
storage, and I guess Lena was
Then
there.
that's
I was
where
doing wires, but I didn't see it.
Then that's where I was. I walked. I
Amazing.
walked
the big
past you
room,
to
right?
the
like
wire.
the big room.
It's like
No,
down.
the crate.
At the
Before we
bottom?
start.
Down.
Yeah.
South. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hate to
Big
be
crates.
this person because I hate the person who's like this in this game, but I don't think we can vote for anyone right now. I think we've
Oh
got
my
to skip.
gosh.
No, I mean, it's valid though.
I
Like,
mean, that is.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, I have no
yeah.
idea.
we have no.
That happened so quick.
I passed.
I know who it is.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
does anyone have a medium on
Yeah,
on
somebody
tap
get
that we
the
can?
somebody get the Ouija board out.
No. I got this. Ferris, I'm reaching out to you.
Ferris can tell truth the body. That'll totally.
Listen,
Ruining
Because
the game.
we're all
Ferris.
skipping. I'm gonna vote for who it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey.
So I'm guessing.
What makes me
Wow.
think that
I bet
Zeke
that's
and the
Nat
doctor
who voted
for
for
each
me.
other.
Yeah, I feel like that was a thing.
Look
I
at
know,
that.
I-
I didn't vote for you, and yet you voted for me. Sus.
Unacceptable.
All right.
All right, now what the hell do I have to do?
This would be
What did
easier
I
if I knew
vote
how to
for
play this
myself?
I
game.
think I need to do this.
You know, here's the thing. Who cares if we're playing the game right?
Oh,
as long as
push
we're
the
playing the
button,
game and having fun,
Push the
right?
button. Push the button.
Yeah.
Which is why
Go
at
grab
any
a
moment now
coffee.
I'll start having fun, hopefully.
Did I do it wrong?
Oh,
the heck?
and now when you have to wait, a minute and come back.
Oh, okay.
Oh, are you doing the
Thank
med
you.
bay thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Nat was right there because he talked me through being an idiot. Couldn't do without you. All right.
Anything is.
Do y'all have any regrets about, you know, what you or your characters have done in games in this
Ooh.
game?
Ooh.
Yeah, for
Ooh.
sure.
Yes.
Get me.
Yeah.
Just
Ro
because
just
electrical
looks
again.
at their necklace.
Oh, come on.
I-
Sam
Ferris
loves
looks
that
at her
shit.
court
Oh,
document.
Sam loves it.
Sam lives in. I'm like, Sam. Please.
Regrets. Let me think of something
Like-
that I might
like,
regret.
Us or the character?
Like,
because, you
I
know,
That's a good
Very-
distinction. Like us
Yeah.
as a character, I guess.
'cause I
Oh,
regret
yeah.
nothing.
I mean, I
I-
think this is a question for you as people because I'm talking to you as people today. I'm murdering.
Oh, there you go.
Sorry, nothing.
Oh, oh.
I mean,
So Nunu
Oh,
killed Adam
Nat!
right
Nat
in front of
killed-
me.
Nat killed in front of me! Stop
No,
it, Nat.
Nunu, it doesn't matter. There's only one imposter. We're on 4. They vote you out. They vote me. Actually, no. So here's the thing.
No,
If you
no,
vote on-
wait, no. Because then you can
there's
kill
not enough time
someone
for that.
before
I was wrong.
reports.
Yeah.
I'm-
here's
Yeah,
the
you're
thing.
wrong.
I
I'm
asked a
legally
question.
obligated.
Nunu, you never talk to me like this. This is totally suspicious.
Because you just literally did it in front of me, Nat. Look,
Who to
look, I have
believe?
zero doubts.
Of
I
course
mean,
you have 0
I'm
doubts.
legally
The imposter.
obligated to vote in line with Nunu.
You're not. That's
So-
gonna lose the game.
No, it's in my rider.
All right. Okay, so we've already lost because if they both vote, then the only way we have it, Sam, is if we then both. Okay.
Nope, I'm voting. Nice try.
Okay,
Okay.
Nat, it's on you.
I've made my
Arvis. Arvis, it's on you.
Oh.
Unacceptable.
Now I
Insect
can think
fact
about if
hour.
there's anything I've Now I can think if there's anything I regret.
Enjoy losing.
So
Yeah.
regrets you as players have, which
As
is okay. It's okay to have
players,
regrets in
okay.
games. So it's like
Blast!
it's
Yeah.
fine.
I wonder if there's any way, if only if someone had reached out and told us who is the imposter.
If only.
If only
If only.
something
Oh,
like
get
that.
over
Like if
it,
someone had
Matt.
seen it and reported about it.
Yeah.
You decided to
Also,
name yourself
somebody
after
else
the
said who
least
it was on the
trustworthy
first round
character.
too.
I don't like it. We just
I do it for love.
My tasks
Oh,
were done.
you can
You
I
piece
was
of
the
shit.
perfect crewmate.
Oh,
When Megan was like,
Okay.
"Well, I have to legally vote in line with Nunu," I was just like, "For fuck's sake!"
Yeah, right? Me too. I had
The
to
chat was
stop
just-
from saying something out loud.
see you should. I
What regrets do you have? Finn says voting for Nat as imposter.
no, I don't
you know
regret that.
what? Still
I don't
none.
regret that.
Yeah, I mean, who
Yeah,
would
I
ever
don't
have that?
Friend of the show, friend of us all,
like-
Finn to Ben. Love her.
like sometimes I regret not saying something cooler.
Oh,
Yeah.
During like I'll think back and be like, you know what would have been cooler if I had said this instead.
Mhm.
But that always is going to happen when you have time to think about reacting to something
Yeah,
versus
yeah.
like
Right.
reacting right in the moment.
Yeah, it's always like,
so that
"Oh, I fumbled
happens.
my words," or "I
Yeah.
could have like phrased something a bit better," or like for an
Right.
example that jumps to mind is in the season finale, like when Faris was going to go off and fight the Father of the Dawn. I had her like say goodbye to Alika and kiss her, and then like give her the letter for her sister. And I was like, afterwards, I was kind of like, she should have given her the letter first and then kissed her afterwards, because then it has more impact. Like, but it's just like,
Yeah.
small
Yeah.
things like
Yeah.
that.
It's like yeah. But like I think no, I'm like first I'm like, does Lena regret like asking Arvis to help her? I'm like, no, she doesn't. Because
Does Megan regret asking Arvis?
Megan,
the hell?
yeah.
absolutely
Yeah.
not.
But Arvis is the one who
I
wanted to
appreciate
kill Zake,
Absolutely
and
not.
we obviously saved Zake without killing him.
When
Arvis wanted to kill Zake to help Zake.
You
The
don't
biggest
know that
regrets-
that's true.
the biggest regrets I
don't.
tend to
I
have in
don't.
games.
You know, if you
But-
take the
Wait,
most negative
Adam Ali?
interpretation of someone's
Yeah, wait.
actions every time, they're always going to look bad.
Yeah, except Arvis has done that to
That's
himself.
true.
Anyway,
Yeah,
the
fuck
biggest
off,
regrets
Arvis.
I have in RPGs tend to be whenever I see a fork in the road, and then I pick one side, and the GM's like, I had nothing planned for that. I didn't realize that you were. Oh shoot! I missed
Yep.
on the A plot just now.
Yep.
Yeah, like
yeah.
no, I don't. Yeah,
I
because
don't think
that
that
sometimes-
happens.
Lena
Yeah.
is determined to a fault, and is gonna do what it takes to get things done, even if that's
I love the fact that I've seen you multiple times, and I can only assume because I'm not on this side of the Zoom call very often, i.e., this is the first time. But I can assume that y'all sometimes play to lose. You all like this. Oh, this is the worst decision of the two, but it's the
Oh.
most interesting.
Oh,
I
yeah.
appreciate that.
Zake.
They're all
if I
gluttons for pain.
I wasn't
if I
They
had
are.
a dollar every
Sad.
time, I'm like, this is the worst possible decision that I could make, and this is what I'm actively going to do because it's more. I mean, I don't want to say more fun, but it's more fun.
But it's more fun.
Like,
It's more
like,
fun.
like failing is often much more
Let's
enjoyable.
Get sad.
and-
Let's get
yeah, we like to be
sad.
sad here.
It's,
So,
Masochist.
different.
We inflict pain with consent.
yeah, that's the thing, right? It's different from like real life because you're doing it
Right.
knowing that you're walking into a bad
Right.
situation.
Yeah.
Right? So it becomes fun trying to navigate yourself out of it as opposed to real life when it's like you're in a bad situation, even though you knew you shouldn't be. Right? I
right.
always like it's an ethos I think a lot of good RPers have, and something I really appreciate y'all for.
Yeah. Well, and that's like,
Something-
oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you
Sam.
go ahead.
I was like in the last episode when Lena got a mixed success, and that was like, well, you can either impale yourself on this sword to do damage, or you can go fall down and help the people down there. And I'm like, no. Like, I'm staying up here so that Zeke is okay. Like, no sane person given that option would choose sword
Yeah.
versus just a little fall down.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
just, it's more dramatic that way.
Heck yeah. it was
And if Lena
wonderful.
has more than 2 hit points at any time, I feel like I'm losing the game. So
Don't even start about
Valid.
like the million intercepts, Megan.
Yes.
if Lena has more than 2 hit points, I'm losing the game.
Sometimes
She's fine.
sometimes I, Sam, feel a little sad I play a character who can't get in on all of the smooches happening in this series. That's kind of my only regret.
I mean,
And
look,
it's not
I mean, you-
even
you
really
get-
a regret.
You get tiny kisses. That's
It's not the same.
yeah, it's not sad. But like season 3, you're turning
it's
into
better.
a teenager.
Doggo.
That's
It's
true.
Yeah, what's up with
Huh?
Everett?
Yeah, yeah.
No, that's my
What
nephew.
is up with Everett?
Nah,
What the fuck happened to
my
that
nephew?
kid?
With my nephew.
that
Whoa.
fucking kid.
Yeah.
That fucking kid.
Okay, so not a question from the audience. Question for me: who's worse, Zake or Everett?
Oh my god.
Zake.
Oh, Everett.
Oh.
Everett.
Everett.
That's my husband you're talking about.
What's the question?
Well, I
Who's
mean, I'm
worse,
just thinking
Zake or
about the
Everett?
entirety of the time
Who's
Zake
worse?
has been here, and
Yeah.
you know, fake was worse than Everett.
I don't know. If,
true.
I don't know if that's true,
Yeah,
Robert.
Zake is worse than Everett.
But
sorry.
Everett doesn't know better.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
I'm more
sure.
inclined
Like,
to
he's
forgive
still
Everett.
an actual child.
Look, bold of you to assume that Zake knows better, but sure.
Yeah, right? Like,
I mean, they should.
Still
That's cute.
actual child, adult. Like,
No, I know
Yeah,
you're
right?
not an adult, but like Zake is.
exactly. But you're role playing an adult.
I feel like I'm constantly being mean to you.
Okay, Lena, why
was
did you
quick.
kill Zake?
Oh my god.
why would I kill Zake?
Oh,
he
Megan,
found?
that face. So, Lena just came from the O2 area, and then I go into O2, and there's a dead Zake right there.
Oh,
And I ask Lena why she kills him, and that face that Megan gave was just the most
Oh, this
guilty
face?
but happy face ever.
Okay, but
Oh,
if the
this
game is
face.
if okay, the Soaring City's taught me anything. Lena's not the greatest at killing people.
Fucking roasted.
I'm never getting invited back again.
Now you're getting invited back all the time.
That is so
When
good.
Megan leaves from shame, you get her seat.
Yeah, you
So
can be
remember
Lena.
this.
Megan, are
You
you even
can
going to
have
try and
it.
defend yourself here? Because I'm hovering over that vote button.
I just can't.
I mean,
Okay, I'm voting for Megan.
yeah. God.
No,
The insect fact.
do because now I have no fucking idea what has happened.
I'm so
And
sorry.
the idea that you killed Nunu to like make people think it couldn't possibly be you.
That's-
Someone caught you red-handed, and you can't defend yourself.
like,
You have
unless
the insect
the
facts.
greatest murderer of
Do I have
all time
insect facts?
slipped away after
I
doing
don't
it.
have insect facts. I have possum facts.
Ooh,
Oh,
yeah,
please.
do that.
So possums cannot get rabies because their body temperature runs at a level that cannot incubate the rabies virus. So possums cannot get rabies, and in fact, they eat ticks that carry rabies and help control a tick population, which then, because they cannot get infected with rabies, they help control the spread of rabies amongst wildlife. And everybody should love possums because they're very underappreciated, just because they scream sometimes
Mhm.
and they're disconcerting.
If
But
this
Who
is
Among
not,
Us doesn't scream sometimes or is disconcerting.
That was the quickest game of Among Us I have ever played.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
The
fine.
longest
sorry,
part
Megan.
of that game was the possum fact as Megan ran out the clock.
Megan just wanted revenge on
Fun
me.
possum
Sorry,
fact.
Megan.
It's literally it was just I'm like, I need to kill you because you killed me last time.
fun possum fact. Whenever I see a funny picture of a possum, I send it to Megan.
Oh.
No.
And so many other people, and I love it. Please, everybody send me good possum pictures if you see good possum pictures. I will never tire of them. They are the best.
Someone clipped that.
Thank you.
No, that if the Soaring City has taught me anything, it's that Lena's not good at murdering people.
Yeah. That's great.
Well, I'm an official part of the crew now, so that's great.
There you go.
Yep.
I got clipped for this group. So
Well, Adam Ali can play Lena next season.
I will roll my d20s better. Okay. No, I'm sorry. I'm done. I'm done. I'm
Zeke also almost died during that fight.
But I kill a lot of people.
50 people.
You
Zake
did
is the
kill a
best
lot of
murderer of the group.
You killed more people than Ro can count.
Oh.
Yes, that's true. You did do that.
I have a
did do
question.
Mhm.
How badly was Ferris feeling about killing one person right up until the moment she found out Zake killed her?
This is the whole thing, right? Faris feels so bad, and the way I played it was because it was triggered by a natural 20. It wasn't necessarily her doing it deliberately. It was more like a defense mechanism that sort of like happened in the desperation of the moment, and she genuinely feels so bad about it. And then she's gonna find out that Zake just fucking like sliced up 50 people and be like, "Wow."
In Zake's
Lol.
defense,
Zake's defense.
in Zake's defense, they could have hurt Lena.
Yeah. In another defense,
Yes,
he
all the
probably
people
just-
chanting and
also,
trying not to
let's think
break
about
the
the fact that-
fucking thing could have hurt Lena.
Or let's also think about the fact that Faris is getting like sued for one dude just like standing under a thing that killed him after she may have cast a spell and maybe kind of knew it was gonna happen. She's getting sued for that, but Zake just murders 50 people in broad daylight, and like that's fine apparently.
Seems okay.
To be fair,
Everything's fine.
in broad sewer light, just to be fair.
Take me to court and prove that was Zake. They don't know it was Zake. They can speculate.
It was
Allegedly.
So here's a question that's just for Izza.
Oh, Arvis left the
Knowing
game.
all of these
Ooh.
characters, what transformer are they?
Yes.
My time has come, but I feel like I need more time to think. Okay,
I was
so
just
While we
about to
think,
say
is
that.
Zake is
Faris-
Starscream,
Faris is-
obviously.
Faris is Sunstorm, who's like a seeker who's a clone of Starscream that has these like sun-based powers, obviously. And I feel like
I love this so much.
It's so
Oh.
good.
So if you want
Oh
time
my
to
god,
think,
I genuinely need
I
time to
never-
think.
I never answered the what I regret question.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Yeah.
So all y'all, it's like, oh, I could have said this. That would have been cooler. Oh, maybe I should have done this instead. I'm like, well, I missed introducing that plot thread when I was supposed to do that today. Oops, crap like that. Like, remember Garn Regis, the council member who was from Supervein?
Absolutely.
Where was he the season finale? Where was he?
Yeah,
What the
I was
fuck did he
I was
do?
confused about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
find out.
I mean, done something. That's the point.
He was just chilling.
Vibing.
missed
He was
Phenomenal.
actually just standing at the edge of
Hang on.
Valorant, just watching the combat because he's like, "Oh, the Father of the Dawn's gonna fuck these guys up." What?
You have another
Think of
season in your
this
back pocket.
vibe
This
to
is
this.
like, you have the time, mate. You got like,
Wait, am I in charge of the game now? How did this happen?
Yeah, because I got
Nat
left
left.
because my
Yeah.
ping got too big.
Oh. I was
So
like,
now you're in charge of
what?
the game.
Oh no, it's too much responsibility. Should I hit start?
yeah, it's
Responsibility.
Yeah.
I
We'll play. Is
play
a
around
think
while
about-
Izza
about,
thinks about
Transformers
is a
Transformers.
think
No,
about
I'm still
Transformers.
thinking. I
Let-
need one
let-
for
yeah, let
Lena.
Izza think.
Is a think. Is a think.
I
Let
need
us
one for
think. This is
Lena.
very important. decision.
But
But
obviously, Zake is Starscream. Because of
I mean,
Imperial.
yeah.
Obviously.
So yeah,
I don't know
Zake
what
could
that
easily be
means.
Starscream, but there is also the option of Zake being Mirage, who's like quite a charismatic character who his abilities are sort of like him turning invisible, and he's also kind of known for being like charming and sort of like charismatic and stuff. And then I feel like the Doctor might be Shockwave, because like the whole no visage thing. and like Shockwave kind of has this thing where he's got this like checkered past kind of thing, and like obviously he's usually a Decepticon, but within like some of the narratives he like used to be this senator who was on one side and then like switched over to another, so I feel like that kind of works for the Doctor. And Ro, I feel like it would be way too easy to say like Bumblebee, and I don't like giving an answer that's like that easy. I don't know.
Well, think about
Like-
it. You got time. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
need
can keep
everybody to know
thinking.
that I got my card swiped on the second try this time.
Oh,
Ooh, that means that Lena's the murderer.
It might mean that, yeah.
Yep, that's exactly what it means.
That's your husband right there.
nice.
It's fine. It's fine.
Tyler,
Couple that
Lady of
slays together
Swords.
stays together.
come on. 10 attacks. It was just compulsory.
Yeah, I mean, come on, Tyler.
Body!
Ooh.
Dead body.
Arvis is dead, thank God. You know what?
Fucking
You know what?
finally.
In the room with the scanny thing. The
The medical room.
medical.
Med
medical
bay.
room.
I
Bed.
propose
Yes.
Doctor's
that,
bedroom.
I
Look.
propose that none of us say anything we might have seen or not seen, that we just give this one a pass.
Uh-oh.
Adam Ali.
Uh-oh.
Well,
What-
that seems
That's
suspicious.
It's Arvis, come on.
I mean, I agree, but
I-
that
this
is pretty
is
sus.
But it's pretty,
But it's pretty sus.
Yeah,
No, it's
yeah. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, that.
Wait, this was very
Hmm.
suspicious.
Okay, I will say this. I have not seen Arvis this entire time.
I did see you run up into electrical, which you could then vent into security and then into medbay from there.
And you did say something really mean about me last game.
I have one word in my defense, and it is ow.
Aww.
It's
Or
fine.
it can't be tiny, come on.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Wait a second.
My bro voice
Yeah.
didn't help me at all.
Go ahead.
I don't know if Adam Ali is just second impostering for fun,
Yeah, what is
or if
this?
it's really.
Yeah, I can't tell.
Yeah, I'm so.
What I'm
I was
thinking
stalking Nunu because my brain just went, Nunu's the murderer. and
I
then-
was running away from you. I was hiding.
I know you
between
were.
Other
It was
people.
hilarious. I was dying watching you run away from me.
Oh, see, I was just
Murderer.
cruising through my tasks. I'm like, I got the card swipe on the second try, and I'm like, I'm immortal now.
So
Okay.
I have not seen Arvis this round, nor have I seen Ferris this round.
Okay, so I haven't seen Ferris nor Arvis. That's true.
Yeah, those
I
are the
did
two I did.
see-
Yeah,
Yeah,
those were the
I've
two
seen
I
a
haven't
few
seen. I
people
have
as I've
seen.
been-
I have seen Zakro.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
in
that's
I was in
true.
reactor with
God,
both
6 seconds. Are we
Vote now.
voting or not?
Zake
Let's go.
and
I'll
Lena, I
skip.
think it was.
I'll skip.
Nope, I'm voting.
I don't have enough
I-
info. Oh shit.
Ooh.
Did we just space a puppy?
A puppy. Yeah,
Sure
we
did.
did.
that.
An
Second
innocent
impostering.
puppy.
An innocent puppy.
did.
I knew it wasn't a puppy.
I knew he wasn't
Well.
a puppy.
I knew
They're more convincing, I guess.
A woo.
Oh wow, my card swipe that I just
Um,
did.
Ooh, I
Didn't
thought
go
of one for
through.
Lena. I thought of one for
Get
Lena.
out of here,
Lena
Robert.
would be the Nightbird, who's like this ninja themed female transformer that was literally like built to be a stealth weapon.
Ooh.
I feel like that's a
Oh,
cool.
damn.
That's a cool
That's
one
so
for
cool.
That's
Lena.
perfect.
Wait. You
Yeah.
sure? You sure you
So
wanna? You sure you wanna say Lena's that one? That doesn't sound right. Doesn't sound right.
Oh my god.
That's true. It sounds nothing like Lena.
Doesn't sound right.
Hey,
Oh no.
that's not nice of you to say about me.
Fix a reactor. Okay, cool.
It's not nice of your dice to continuously betray you either, but here are we. This is where
Here
we are.
I'll
Yeah.
have you know that I could have killed her, and I chose to
I
give
I
her
wanna
the
let me
antidote.
go. You do the thing. Do the thing.
You got this. I believe in you.
Uh-oh.
So Izza,
Robert.
why is
So
Ro
I-
dead in the medbay you just ran out of?
I was running through cafeteria and then the doors locked in front of me as I saw you going into the med bay. So if Ro's dead, I feel like this is a self-report.
Yeah.
Oh, Nunu,
okay.
what do you
Nunu.
think?
Oh my
Nunu.
gosh. I don't know. I'm too
Nunu.
busy trying tasks.
Hold on, Nunu. Okay, I'm gonna give you a reason why it's definitely not me. When I finally stopped chasing you, I went downwards, and the amount of time it would have taken me to get to Nat and kill him in medbay, I couldn't have by the report time.
Sure, whatever.
but
I
So
was
it's
running through.
obviously Ferris.
Cafeteria. I was running through cafeteria, having come up from admin, and I ran up
But
to the
you
doors.
weren't.
They shut in front of
You
me.
literally
as
just
I saw
ran
you,
out.
as I saw you coming from medbay. So like,
No,
I feel like you're
you
trying to
were
pin this
coming
on
from
me, and it's a
medbay.
self-report. No.
Why is it Zeke?
Honestly, that'd
No.
be too obvious.
No, at this point, I know it's Ferris, so it's
No,
not
I'm
Zeke.
sorry. I saw you.
Okay,
I saw
so,
you
look.
in coming from medbay. So I feel like
I'm
it's
gonna
you,
need-
and the door's locked in front of me.
I'm gonna need
You're
both
trying
of
to
you
stop me from finding
I'm
the
gonna
body.
need both of you to shut
Oi.
up because it's clearly one of you. So look,
That's valid.
first one, Robert. I don't
Yes.
know that you went down. You could have.
Oh, you couldn't see.
easily
Okay.
Gone up.
Oh, were you doing
I was
Simon Says?
up. No, up. I don't know what it is. The one on the corner.
Because when I
on that
left, you were
room?
standing next to Simon Says.
Yeah,
but-
because I was hiding with the others.
From me. Yeah, okay, you're right. You probably wouldn't have seen me go down. Yeah.
But I did pass you not that long ago near Shields.
Yes, I had done shit.
And you were close enough to murder me. So I'm just wondering.
Well, I was in reactor with you and Lena, and no one murdered me, and I didn't murder either of you.
You
so
weren't in
yeah, I
reactor
was.
with me.
Yeah, I
No,
was.
Voting
Was
ends
it
in
you?
5 seconds.
Is
You
that-
just
Was
gotta
it you
pick
or was
one.
it? I
Is
was
it-
in.
Get the fuck out, is it?
Fucking try to pin this on me is.
Hey, you have to at least try, right?
I know.
I was so
know.
close. I just needed one more person.
That was bad luck for you that I just walked in after you
that
murdered
was.
Ro.
I was considering self-reporting and trying to be all like, "Ooh, I don't know who it could have been," or like running out, and I made the wrong decision.
Yep.
You could also vent it out, which then I
Yeah.
wouldn't have known who did it.
yeah.
Sam, I
true.
think you need to restart the game.
Yeah, you have to
Oh,
actually.
yeah, Sam is
click through.
the.
I forgot I was the host.
Yeah, so,
I was
Matt's
distracted by
fault.
getting an eye gooby out of Ezri's eye.
so fun
Valid.
fact: during that Transformers monologue, Izza vented into medbay, saw me, and ran over to kill me before I ran away, and that was like the moment of that was that.
Like, and I did not break the monologue.
yeah, it just kept going. Though. It was beautiful.
Good job.
That was amazing.
Art.
I feel like I deserve credit for that at least.
You do.
Yeah.
Ferris, you are a very good imposter.
Thank you.
Maybe you
Sure.
should be the fake one next season.
Oh shit.
Maybe
so I
Ferris
think
already is.
before we do our next
Yeah,
game, we're
it
gonna
starts
take a
with
quick
an F.
break.
Is Faris even her
Yes.
real
Hey.
name?
Yeah,
Folks.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a quick break.
Yes, we are going to
There we
date.
go.
Hey guys, I
Deep
think we
break.
might want to take a quick break.
Do we
Just a
want to
quick
take a break? I don't know.
Do we wanna take
should
a-
we take
Should
a
it be
break?
quick?
Oh right, I do that.
Quick
Like I do that.
Ooh,
Right.
That's a good idea, Megan. Actually, quick breaks are pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, quick break.
Not
be
used to
right back.
begging for this group. We'll be right back, fam. I'm really good at this. Tuesday. Tuesday.
Ah!
3
Welcome
Tuesday.
back.
Hello.
These are all my friends that I've murdered.
Yeah, that's me
Makes
on
sense.
the top right corner. Welcome back to the AMAmong Us that we've got going on. I am AMAmong, also known as Werewolf Fields, and I'm surrounded by the cast of No Initiative / Chromatic Chimera's amazing quest game, The Soaring City. Season 3 going to come out super soon. When we left, we did have a question that was asked by me. What was everyone's Transformer? And that was specifically to Izza, because Izza's a massive fan of Transformers.
Mhm.
Izza had difficulty with one of the answers, specifically Sam's character, Ro, because Izza did not want that character to be Bumblebee. But over break, Izza was like, I got it.
I've got it. So Ro is a character called Tailgate, who's like a lesser known Transformer, but a very important character in the comic book series Transformers More Than Meets the Eye and Lost Light, which are my favorite Transformers comic book series. So Tailgate is a character who, like, the reason I think he's kind of like Ro is because he is sort of like very much from outside the experience of the other characters and is technically like a lot more young and technically naive than them, but like learns to adapt very quickly and becomes like part of their family very quickly and has to sort of like learn and grow and adapt throughout the series and grow up with the other characters, even though he's from like a very different world from them. And also
Wow,
he's like
you just
very
made that
sweet.
You just made that Transformer up.
No,
Yeah.
you can Google him. His name is Tailgate.
Sorry,
Is that one word or two?
is the name of this fucking Transformer Tailgate?
Yeah, it is.
Like a tail.
Why?
Yeah,
What?
because they're all named after car things, Nuno.
Yeah, they're not. Who knew?
Also,
All right,
like,
so I
it's
can confirm it's a
Transformers.
real thing. Is it did not just make this up?
There's a Transformer called Skids. There's a Transformer called Erector.
Sorry,
yeah.
which one?
Erector.
Erect.
There is a Transformer called Erector. He is a crane.
And he erects.
And he erects things.
The Transformer called Red Alert.
I cannot believe it's called Erector.
I'd be okay if you
And
think
we're
this
playing
is
Among Us
bad.
now.
We still doing phrasing?
We all think it's hilarious. Like,
I mean, like, that's not even bad. What's
We're being
bad
dropped
is that
into a
there was
game.
a place in the Transformers world called Carbomia.
yeah, there is a place in the Transformers world called Carbomia, and it's meant to be like Libya because the game was made in the 80s. It's super offensive. They in the show, they like in the episode where it appears, they show like a sign outside Carbomia City where it describes it as having a population of several thousand people. I can't remember how many, and then like 10,000 camels,
Oh my god.
like more camels than people. Well, it's
I do-
hilarious.
I really do appreciate when forgive me, this is turning to Asians represent for a second, but I do really
Yeah.
appreciate that whenever white people like talk about Arab people, it just comes down to how much we love camels.
Yeah,
And I've begun to think
like
that the white
camels and
folks
murder.
I've begun to think the white folks are jealous.
Yeah,
I
'cause they only
mean,
get horses.
camels are
and horses
pretty good.
boring. Horses
Camels
are boring.
are-
They don't even
Camels
have
are
one
pretty
hump
dope.
on their back.
like,
Yeah,
like
and
horses.
camels, their front knees and back knees bend opposite directions, and that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, but they can't store their own water. It's pretty neat.
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
There's
and
nothing
horses are
not
just
cool.
like, you know, they're like, oh, hey, you know, humans, sure. You know, it's cool. We're cool. Camels are like dicks. You know, they spit in your face.
Yeah, they've got attitude.
You know, like, yeah, come on.
They have personality.
You gotta have
Yeah,
an
like
animal with
horses,
personality.
horses just look like they're ashamed to be horses. They're just like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. They just move around like, oh, I'm just really sorry.
I'm so
Come
sorry.
shit on
I'm
horses
just-
stream.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
There's
camels
nothing wrong with
have those
horses. I'm just
eyelashes.
saying.
How do you even
I'm
get
just
here?
saying.
What?
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
camels have like those eyelashes, you know?
Yeah,
to-
I'm pretty
for
jealous
days.
of a camel's eyelashes.
Yeah,
Mine
it's
are
insane.
terrible.
Eyelashes for
so.
days.
So,
Have you seen like this is like a complete fucking tangent, but like when camels get like shaved in these cool, awesome patterns and stuff on their fur, like that
Yes.
shit's awesome.
I do appreciate just how like society over the years has desperately tried to decorate animals, like painting things onto elephants. Oh dear. Lena's
Oh.
there.
No.
Nat?
Okay, so I
Arvis?
just called emergency meeting because I finished my tasks and was like, someone has to be dead by now, right?
I also finished my task and I've been running around not trusting Nunu and just kind of watching if Ferris was dead multiple
I-
times.
Well, Lena's
saw
dead.
Robert.
I
I
know
saw
I've not
Robert
done
and
anything.
Sam.
you
not
know, but-
trusting
Wait,
Lena.
let's hear.
So I saw Robert and Sam together in security, and then I had clocked earlier that Sam had the field engines tasks, so I knew they would come down to the bottom engine later. I broke off, came back later, saw them both coming from lower engines together, still not dead, significant time later, so I don't think it's Robert, and I don't think it's...
Okay.
Okay.
I was alone for
I was
a
just
while.
in electrical with, I think it was 2 different people. I think first it was Zake and then it was the doctor, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
But I was doing the
Yeah.
the one that where the thing goes around, which always takes me ages.
Yeah,
hate the
yeah,
rings.
yeah.
Yeah, I
believe
kept
you.
running in to see if Zake had killed you yet.
I was like safe there because I was afraid of the doctor. Like Ferris is here. It's probably fine.
I've just been around doing tasks. I haven't noticed anything. I've been too busy talking about bloody camels.
Yeah, I didn't see
got murdered.
anything. Yeah, you did.
Did you get murdered?
I did get murdered.
At one point, I ran by Arvis, ran into electrical, and went, "Oh no, oh no, this is the best place to come kill me." Never came and killed me, so that's at least a
you go.
negative sus.
I don't
Okay,
have
so-
anything to vote for. Like,
Is
Yeah,
I'm
me
still
neither.
not sure. I'm still not sure about the doctor. I don't think it's Ferris because she could have killed me on multiple occasions.
So really, Adam Ali is the only one that we've not
Exactly.
given any
True.
kind of clear.
Exactly.
Adam Ali, what were you doing?
I
Yeah.
ran by Admiral
Just-
twice and never died, but that's, that's evidence.
True, I
of it.
actually also ran by him twice and never died.
I've just been doing tasks like a good little worker monkey. I've been to electrical. I'm going to navigation right now. I've been to admin. I just keep on doing tasks.
I'm skipping.
Yeah, man, this is not easy.
Nothing to go on
Lena,
yet.
if you can hear me from beyond the void, I do want you to know that your murder is going to get away with it. And I'm very sorry about that.
Yeah, like nobody
Who
even
voted
noticed
for
I was dead.
Bro,
Nobody even
I
noticed.
skipped,
that I
so
was
it wasn't
gone.
me voting for Nat.
Who voted for Nat then? Because it wasn't
who
me.
voted for me?
Like for once.
Nunu?
It was Robert.
No, it wasn't. I actually skipped.
Wait.
always
so Robert
you.
and
But I
and
skipped.
Izza didn't vote for me, and I got a vote? Who the fuck?
No, it was me. It was
Yeah.
me.
Okay, I knew it was you.
'Cause
I
think
do
this is-
appreciate that
I
no
think
one
he-
ever thinks it's me.
This is like the most. I think it might be the most clever
Oh.
self-report. It's not even a report. It's just like an emergency meeting.
Yeah.
Ghost Lena just got the card on the first try, so
Whoa,
I feel
Ghost
like
Lena
the
is
key.
good.
I feel like the
That's not
key
against
to being good at the card swiper is that I need to be dead to be good at it.
Wait, I'm stuck in a task. I can't help.
Cool, it got done.
Okay, it's better.
Okay.
God damn it.
Oh, everyone's alive. Maybe.
So suspicious
Wait,
of
I haven't seen
everything.
that
For
person.
now. God damn it.
What are you doing, Robert? What are you doing?
I was just
Oh,
watching
Oh,
you do
no.
the thing.
Oh?
I decided to call a meeting just to say that my tasks are also done now.
Oh, for fuck's
Show
sake.
off.
I mean,
Alright,
Yeah.
so I saw Robert go into medbay on cams and then come back out, and I feel like imposters always vent out of medbay, so I'm just like pointing that out.
Makes sense.
yeah, but I
No,
could have
I-
also
so-
just noticed the red dot and just gone like, well,
I
somebody's
could've.
watching.
You're
I
good enough
can't-
for
I was
that.
being
You're good enough
scanned.
for that.
I was
I
being
didn't see
scanned,
it, but I could.
and Nunu was there, and Robert was there, and
Yeah.
we were like perfect for a stack kill.
Yeah, that's why I ran away because I'm like,
And
I
then
went
Zake,
in,
and
I saw
Robert
both.
fixed reactor,
I
by the
hid.
way.
yes,
and then
yes,
Zake
me and
like
Nat fixed reactor.
I hid, and then I checked back in to see if the doctor had killed Tiny.
I saw you do that.
I
Yeah.
didn't. Yeah.
yeah, I noticed that happened a lot. Like I came in a bit late, and I was scanning after everyone else. So, like every once in a
Adam,
while,
who
Zake
did
was
you
like,
vote for?
"Oh, I just skipped." I called this meeting just to say, who? No one else is dead. Okay, I called this meeting just to say I'm done with tasks.
Avenge me!
So,
I'm
so
skipping.
okay.
That was very quiet though.
I'm skipping.
Yeah, not to be mean, but I feel like this rate of body droppage is indicative of Megan or Sam, and Megan's dead.
True. Normally I would agree. I was in electrical trying to do that spinny one that resets every time you fuck it up.
Yeah.
That is super not arthritic
Yeah.
hand friendly.
Who voted for me?
Oh, that was me,
It's
Izza,
rough.
because I gut sus you.
Why? You were with me in
It's
medbay.
gut sus.
You were
gut
with me in
sus,
medbay.
Izza. Gut sus.
I think.
I have two votes. Who the fuck is voting against me?
I'm just gonna
Well,
sit here.
clearly
One of them was
Nat.
me.
Please.
One of
Yeah,
them was me.
Nat, because
Yeah, Nat
Nat
was quick.
flat out was like,
The other
Pretty
one
sure
was
it's
Yo.
me.
Nunu, the other one.
Because I think, yeah, because I think Nat might be correct. But
So here's a question I want to think about while we're waiting for the murderer to kill us all in the dark. This is a game with some amount of player romance, right?
Oh man.
And
Yeah, Among Us does have romance. I agree.
it's true. I just got
Doctor
a
sitting in
lovely, I just got a lovely kiss from someone. But no,
Aw.
like the Soaring City has some romance happening, right? Ferris, your character is in romance with an NPC, right? And Nunu and Megan, I like how I called Izza by Ferris.
yeah,
Your characters are in a romance with each other, right?
I would say so. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, last time I checked,
that sounds like an
right?
accurate descriptor.
Yeah.
it seems
So for
valid.
you, Megan, Nunu, Izza, and Nat, because technically you're playing the opposite side of that romance.
Sorry, that's a very interesting question, but you are dead in cafeteria.
Well, now we have two dead people.
Okay, it's
Yeah.
not
I
Sam.
I said I got a
Sam
kiss.
That's Sam. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Told ya.
so I was sussing Zake only a little bit at one point, but then Zake went the opposite direction of Sam when they split out of
Mhm.
electrical.
I was afraid of
And
you.
Nat and I
still.
have been in that area
afraid of
almost the
you.
entire time.
I've spent a lot of
Okay.
time with Robert. I don't think he could have managed to kill 2 people in that time.
Okay.
You
okay.
think that?
Did
Don't
see
underestimate
Robert
his-
leave with Ro when I went the opposite direction. so-
Yes, I left with Ro and then ran around storage and came back because I was scared Sam was about to kill me.
Okay, Robert, I think you're right. But now, is it Nat or Izza?
It's not.
Nat was
Me.
with
Okay,
me for
that
long.
comment,
I
okay,
feel
that
like
comment, that framing makes me think it's you, Nunu, because you know if you start
Yeah.
framing the conversation that way, it's gonna directly from you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wait, no. That's
You're a smart
impossible.
communicator. Don't act like you're not.
You
I
think
don't
I'm
think
smarter
Nat
than
is
I-
possible. In fact, now this is metagaming. This is metagaming technically because Adam Ali said something that meant he was dead, and it was while I was with Nat at cameras, so it couldn't have been Nat.
Okay. Here's an argument. We're on 4. We can have one more person die and find the body and still be okay. So I vote. Your tasks. Make the murderer. Put it together.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
is some
Okay.
clue shit. We're gonna
Okay.
split up
Actually
into
smart.
groups.
Fine.
And if one of the people is the murderer, whoever's with them will get killed, but then we'll know who
Robert,
the murderer
I'm
is.
going to
Yes.
stick to you like glue because if both of us survive, we're in a very good spot.
Yes, that is valid.
Okay.
So
Uh,
so Ferris, when you kill Zake,
Are you
we
done
will
with
know
your
it was
tasks? Are you done with your tasks, Nat and Robert?
Nat and I
I'm
are
done with
both done
tasks.
with tasks. Yeah.
Okay, then come do mine.
Anyway,
Sure.
what was that? Right, romance.
Talking about,
So how do you
romance.
approach
Romancing.
romance between cast members in game? What wiki tools do you use? Do you use any-
With a
I can
lot-
give you.
Go on, go on.
I was like, I can give you the Nunu and Megan approach to determining whether or not you want to start a romance with another character, which is 5 minutes before you start playing the game. You say, "Hey, do you think it would be cool if our characters liked each other?"
Aw.
Other
That's
than
cool.
that, though, just a lot of communication
Yes.
and just like
So what I was going to say is actually the first basis of it going right is trust. Lots and lots.
I knew it was you,
I
Izza.
took too long. I was like, y'all were just like
Damn it!
3 in a row all together, and I didn't have the guts
Yeah.
to do it.
Yeah.
I do appreciate.
Yeah.
Sorry, because I think your answer is really interesting. I do appreciate the fact that you killed me in the cafeteria, then you left, you locked the doors behind you, and then like 3 minutes later you came back, looked around for a bit, and then reported me. Like,
Yeah, so I was like, I have like 2 or 3 bodies hanging around right now, so maybe I should just like self-report and just see what happens.
Fair.
I want to say that
Yeah.
one ghost was slacking because I finished my tasks. That's why I was running around without knowing what
I
to
thought
do.
that's what that
finished
was.
all my
I was so
I
tempted
finished all
to
my
just like
tasks.
kill one of you guys right in front of me.
It was totally
You
me
should've.
slacking because
I wanted
mean-
to try and win though. I was like, maybe if I just like sabotage some things, I can get them to split up. But I took too
Yeah,
long
you-
about it.
You had 2 choices, either Sab 02 because we would have to split up.
Yeah.
Or Sab lights and try
And
and kill
go there.
Nat or myself
Yeah.
on like an edge.
Yeah.
I was totally the ghost.
And I was
slacking.
thinking about romance, so
Nice.
Fair.
Valid.
I was busy texting a Taco Bell order to Zach.
Oh, nice.
So I
Oh, that's very important.
That's fair.
priorities.
That is.
Yeah.
That is
priorities.
valid. Also,
So,
I got a
Nunu,
task
you were
win in,
Adam
so
Ali.
I feel justified in the level of the tasks we're playing.
Fair enough.
There we go. Yeah.
What I was saying actually is that I think the most important thing, if you want to include these kind of topics in your games, you need to make sure that you have a decent level of trust with the person that you're interacting with. Obviously, that doesn't start from day to night, right? So we've been playing for 1, 2, 3, 4 seasons together before we even pondered to enter
like
this
there
kind of
hasn't
storytelling.
this is the first time that there's
think so,
been
right?
a romantic element in our
Candace
games,
have
and we've
gotten-
all been playing
Yeah.
as a group for a year,
Except for me, I'm the noob.
except for Izza.
Yeah.
And I
Izza
just came
fell in
straight in
lockstep
like,
and-
right, we're here, disaster lesbians, let's go.
Yeah, which is
It
wonderful.
fell right in though. Like
It was
there was a
perfect.
strong
But
level
it's
of clickage.
definitely like it's definitely a level of trust. It's definitely a lot of like communication and just just checking in that things are good.
Yeah.
Because if you watched any of the last season, Lena and Zay hurt or not Lena and Zay hurt each other a lot. Lena got hurt a lot.
Yeah, they hurt Lena a lot.
Zay hurt Lena a lot, but
Fake.
Thanks, sake.
it was always like there was always like I
Communication around
trusted
it.
that I would be able to I knew that if something I didn't like, I'd be able to tell Nunu that
that's also super
wasn't
important,
into
right?
it in things like that.
It's not only
Sacred
trust.
tools.
It's not only trust that the other person knows what they're doing. No, it's trust that the other person will listen when you want to input on something or make something stop. And that's even more important than to trust the person implicitly.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
when, for example, when y'all were hurting each other, specifically when Nunu, your character, was hurting Megan's character, how would y'all communicate to each other? Would you communicate to each other during game? Would you check in after game?
We usually, I feel like all of us do. We after games we
Check-ins.
do like a check-in, aftercare, decompression type chat just to make sure everyone's good. But then like we also will check in like in Zoom chat, like if something is on the intense or emotional side, just like
Exactly.
like hey, you okay?
Mhm.
Just type
Yeah.
of check-in note in the moment to make sure that things are good.
And especially,
Handy.
especially between Megan and I think it's
Yeah.
more of the thing I said, right? Because I honestly improv most of the things that happen, especially in Lena and Zake's relationship.
Yeah.
And I just know that if something goes sideways, I know that Megan will give me a sign, and then I'll know what to do or to backtrack or whatever. So literally, I've all the space in the world to do shit, and then I know and I have the trust that Megan will say if something's wrong, then okay, stop that, or let's
But
backtrack.
anyone who knows me knows that I love the hurt. So it
No, yeah, but sometimes
just-
it isn't about that.
yeah.
Right? It's just certain topics.
no,
that
yeah,
are
definitely not. Like it's still like, and I definitely would say something if it's like, nope, this is like too much.
Yeah.
But no,
Yeah, so-
it's yeah.
I was actually wondering how you two handle it because I know because like Iz and I talk about our disaster lesbians not infrequently,
Yeah.
but we don't. I don't really peek my GM head into how you two handle it. That's just between you two.
Mhm.
Like Izza and I, we plan out in vague terms a decent amount of what we're thinking happens.
Mm.
Yeah.
We plan
Nope.
nothing. Nothing.
I mean,
Nothing.
it makes sense
Excellent.
though. that,
nothing
like,
at all.
Because when it's between two players as opposed to a player and GM, I think there's a lot more room for this doesn't need to affect the plot. It affects personal plot, not necessarily overall plot.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we I think the most conversation we had was, hey, do you think that there's romantic feelings between them? And we were like, yes, there definitely is, and everything from there has just been flying by the seat of our pants,
Yeah.
but it's worked out pretty well, so
I would say so. Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. Like, I think it's, and now this is like me talking about me for a second. In a game that I play, we started off during character creation. One of the questions, because this was Monster of the Week, and Powered by the Apocalypse does make you talk about bonds. It mentioned you have a relationship with someone, like they are family to you or something. And one of the other people and I who were playing the game were like, so our characters, are we in a relationship? And like almost like shortly after, we're like, okay, we're husbands, right? Which was great because the monstrous and the mundane being husbands is very fun. But
Ooh, that is good.
oh yeah, right. But you know, like the level of communication we've had has always been very small. If we're in a romantic scene, then yeah, we're in communication with each other both in and out of game about what we're comfortable role playing, what we're not. But it doesn't really affect the plot outside of the fact that we are in a relationship with each other and that we want to do scenes together. So it's been very up in the air. Whereas I think when it comes to a relationship with an NPC, things tend to be a bit different because NPCs exist usually to further a plot. And this is a fun way of transferring the duties of talking about this question over to Izza and Nat. So y'all were in communication. Y'all did plan things out. What was that like?
Yeah, I mean, we just decided we needed to plan things out because we were like, we want to make sure this is like well done in the game and comfortable for both involved and everything.
I will also say that this was coming from a place where Izza and I were already talking a lot, just by happenstance. So it was very easy to be like, no.
No. Barely ever.
I look into
They're
the camera
strangers.
as if I do not know that they spent hours after game talking.
So me and Nat have this terrible habit we can't kick where after the game we will just keep talking, and one time we kept talking until midday my time the next day, and I saw that Nunu was awake. So I was like, I messaged him on Twitter and was like, hey Nunu, click on the Zoom link from last night for a surprise. And then he came into the Zoom chat and was just like, for fuck's sake. Like,
You just got a long rest and came back.
Yeah, there
we
have
were
been times
still
where
talking.
I've woken up for work and you've been on the call still, and I'm like, well, I just slept and woke up and went to work, and you're still here.
And what else are we
It
going
was
to talk about in
very-
that entire time other than how to hurt Faris and Alika? So
Valid.
I believe teeth, dogs, and other things.
yeah, there's also the teeth, meat, ghost, dog, cat continuum, which is like a whole thing.
People don't need to
But
know about
no.
this. People don't need to
No.
know about this.
No.
Okay, so they have like
everyone
held
needs to
me
know about
back. I love them. I want to be clear about that. They've held me back hours after a Trio Bright game just to talk about
held
ghosts
you back.
and me.
Held you
Held
back
you
as if
back.
you didn't voluntarily.
you
Drac left. Drac would leave like an hour later, and you would stay and be part
So
of
Adam
the
Ollie,
discussion.
just blink twice
if you need help. Just blink twice if you need
No, you would show
Alright,
up early. I'd put the call up ridiculously early because that's how I work, and you'd be like, I'll chat with Nat for an hour before game as well.
Okay, but like that's the thing. People don't really know. I'm ridiculously professional. I show up early for shit. I apologize if I have to like call a break early. I apologize if I have to leave quickly soon after, if I've scheduled things. I'm very professional at times. I don't know why that is. Because I'm not in my real life.
What are you
You'll
doing
fit in
here
right
then?
in.
If you're
You'll fit
professional,
right in
What-
here.
Yeah, why did you agree to come
Why
hang
are
out
you
with us?
here?
I'm confused now.
Because it makes me a good moderator. And y'all are the moderator.
Welcome to the
Oh.
flaming dumpster.
Yeah.
That is true. Moderators need chaos dumpster fires to moderate.
Yeah, to help further questions and not make it sound like
Yeah.
I'm just asking you a bunch of questions. Oh my god.
Oh, server closed again.
Damn it.
I know.
But do you remember when Entei kidnapped Ash's mom?
That was really messed up, right?
I just read the chat and I was like, oh wow, this changed topic.
That's my
so
go-to, like, just drop random shit in a chat when it's quiet.
So enough
Oh
about
my
kissy time. Let's talk about. Let me actually type this in first before I forget.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Let's talk about you as castmates. Nat, take a backseat for a little second. Because players have a certain connection, and in the games I played, the connection is always having in a very good-natured way. Yeah, fuck her GM, right? So, have any of you had that moment where you're in a very good-natured, in a very like, I love them kind of way, had a moment where you're like, fuck Nat? And if so, when was it?
Megan said
Yes,
it
when
once.
he
Yeah,
I did
yeah.
last session. When he hit Ro a ton, and I was just like, "Fucking stop it!" I think there's a GIF of me just being like, "Nathaniel, stop."
I think that is the gift.
So when I talked you into having Lena scout ahead, and then I'm like, yeah, you're off
also-
screen now. Rose. the
Also,
focus.
I think I was
How
like,
did you not know that was why that was done that way? Like, that was so obvious.
because I'm an idiot.
All week
Also
I was
in the
like,
middle
the
of the
moment Rose alone, I'm putting
Yeah.
Because I'm an
Netflix
idiot.
on.
I mean, it's not even just like, those are like some of my favorite moments. So, like the moments, it's not even necessarily GM focused, but just like any moment where somebody I'm playing with does something and my reaction is immediately, I hate you,
Oh, God.
is just peak
It's delightful.
like
Yeah.
RP for me. Like when that is my immediate reaction, I'm just like, oh, it's so good. I'm like, I hate you.
Okay, not
I
to
feel like-
harp on the trio bride again, but God, when Jasper was like, I'm gonna kill myself, I was just
Yeah.
screaming in my head, fuck you, Drac, fuck you.
Yeah.
Yes,
Anyway,
spoilers.
back to the Soaring City, go ahead.
Yeah, like it's like immediately my mind goes to literally Nunu's first words in Soaring City. My reaction was, I hate you for this.
First words of the series.
First
I love
words. I'm just like,
in
I hate you.
character. Yeah.
Someone please clip Nunu's like huge grin and the eyes looking backward and forward when Megan started talking, please. Clip that to
Tell me
Because
what
he
the moments you hated
knows.
from me. One.
Who knows?
Yeah, when
Oh,
when were you like,
man.
when was that to Nat? What moments, what specific actions brought that up? Because apparently Nat wants that, because this is Nat's thing. Like,
I
Just
think-
the entirety
I was
of
gonna
Arvis.
say,
The
leaving-
entirety of Arvis.
when we came back to find Tiny dog napped.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tiny poisons. Because it's like, you know,
Yup.
just for the record, it's something where, like, Sam was never legitimately concerned because
Mhm.
we have robust safety tools in our group, and I know Nat is not going to, like, slaughter my 13-year-old's sister wolf.
sister.
So,
12-year-old then.
right? 12-year-old at the time. So, you know, I was like, oh, but I didn't know what was going on still, though. And, you know,
Mhm.
I've played enough TTRPGs to know there are fates worse than death. So I was like, what the fuck is he doing? And those were definitely, you know, fuck you moments. Especially because the first time had been a very active choice where Ro was like, Tiny, stay safe and stay behind.
Mm.
And then she got kidnapped for it.
Oh, God, I have two more. I guess
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Nat. I guess apparently you've just done things to me that I hate.
Sure.
Because immediately my mind goes to when I got a triumph to kill Nare during the first confrontation on the roof, and she fucking swung away on a rope. I was super pissed off about that. And oh crap, and I forgot. I just had the other one too. I'll have to think back, but I know that one. Oh, and then when we were fighting what's her face in the Rose mom, whatever her name is.
Liddell.
Liddell.
And I tried to shoot her with my super cool gun, and it would have done a ton of damage, and it didn't work. Also made me very angry.
Nat, you're, yeah.
I feel like most of the stuff that happens to Faris is like stuff that I've gone to Nat with and been like, hey Nat, do you want to hurt Faris just a little more? The one thing that wasn't me was probably like the fucking lawsuit, but
Oh yeah.
That lawsuit is so
that was so
good.
good.
if you want to find out
Oh
what
my
happens,
God.
you gotta watch season 3
Oh,
coming up
yeah.
soon.
So, but like most
Season
of
three is gonna be a
most of
crime
my fuck you Nat
procedural.
reactions aren't about Faris, they're about Ro, because I feel very protective of
Yeah.
Ro, as does Faris. So like the sacrifice stuff, like the amulet necklace stuff, like for me that's more of it, because I'm totally down to hurt Faris, but when it happens to Ro, I'm like, don't hurt my fucking kid.
I gotta say, y'all haven't played with me enough to know this, but like having a court session is like a standby of Nat campaigns. If you play a campaign long enough, you're gonna get sued. It's just a fact.
I love that so
I'm
much.
so here for
I
it.
That is
I would like to say I
negative.
do
Fuck
pretty
you,
good.
Nat.
Yeah, that's negative. Fuck you, Nat.
Yeah, that's
Not for
that's
me.
I am
fuck me
all
over
here
now?
for a court trial. Can the doctor be the lawyer? No.
No, we all know Ro is the lawyer.
Yeah, I was
Yes.
talking to Sam about this
Oh.
today.
Her own representation.
Oh god.
Row lawyer will be amazing.
Is it?
She's choosing Zake or the doctor. Don't worry.
No. Is it? Choose Tiny. Choose Tiny. Choose a dog.
No one can say no to a
No one
puppy.
can resist.
True.
So unrelated, but I am considering having a
I feel
guest
like
on.
we're gonna
to help
time
me
out.
play
We're gonna time out
NPCs
soon. Sorry.
Wait.
for the courtroom session.
Oh.
Ooh, that would be awesome. I like it.
Are they going to be my defense, or are they going to be? Against
No,
me?
so they wouldn't be a specific character. They would be like if someone gets put on the stand to testify, they'd play that character.
Yeah.
Represent-
Okay.
Love that idea.
Oh, I love that.
That's
I love
so
that
good.
so
That's-
much.
I love it.
I saw her.
Bailiff needs to tackle somebody.
I
Oh.
saved the city. Leave me alone. I've been through enough.
So
You know,
you're
this
saying
brings
you're
up-
above the law?
This
I
brings
am
up a
the
really
law. Fuck
important
you.
question, actually.
He
These
is the
questions,
law.
these questions that I've been asking, like they have a prelude to something. In that you have a child as one of your, characters.
That's
Um,
me.
You have some romantic relationships.
Yeah, we do.
As well. So
Oh,
one thing that I always appreciate.
sorry.
fuck.
Oh,
Sorry, Zake is dead in navigation.
Why would you ruin my moment? I'm asking a
I'm
very
so
important
sorry.
question.
wanted to
I'm
know
so
what the question
No,
was.
it's not to you. That's to the murderer. That's not to you. That's to the murderer.
Such a
That's still a
beautiful
murder.
segue.
How
and
dare
you
you,
ruined it.
murderer?
I'm sorry.
How dare you play the game?
So I started in admin and then went to do a task in weapons and then O2 and then in navs, and I haven't really seen anyone around there, so I don't really know who it is.
Yeah, I haven't seen anyone because I went to generator, and I just did shields, and I haven't seen anybody.
I went
So
up
he
to
was dead
Cat and
in
was heading to
Av?
Medbay.
Sorry?
He was dead in Nav.
Yeah, Zake was dead in nav.
Oh, so I went down to O2. I did O2, and then I ran past Nav. I know I had seen Zake run by.
So you were
But I did-
nearby.
I was
Oh,
nearby.
So you're saying
Why would I incriminate myself? Come on. But I saw Zake in the area. I didn't see him necessarily in Nav, but I don't think I saw anyone else in the area. But and then I came down and went into admin, so it's possible somebody ran by at some point. But I don't know. Like my only info is that it's possibly a vent kill.
I mean, that makes sense,
I
to be
have no
honest. Because,
idea.
like,
I mean,
'Cause
I
the-
think the
'cause
chance
this-
that it gets the vents happen when you don't find anyone is decent.
I mean, like, to
Yeah,
me,
but
it's
also
pretty
Nat is like randomly, arbitrarily trying to pin it on me in the chat, so now I'm sus of Nat.
I was hoping that you didn't notice
Look-
because it was me. You're like, why did everyone vote for me? Well, I had a chat campaign.
I do have a point about vents for a second, because, like, if you think about it for a split second, Robert passed where Nunu was and went south. Izza, you said you were in weapons NO2, which was just north of where Nunu was, which
Yeah.
means one of you would have seen something. So that's definitely a vent kill.
Or it's Robert and he's like trying to very slyly make us trust him.
Yeah, shit, that's right.
That's valid. That is completely valid. It's not that, but it's completely
I'm
valid.
gonna vote for the doctor. I'm sorry.
Are you
I got
voting?
convinced.
What are you
Are you
doing?
voting?
I'm
I
not.
skipped.
I'm skipping, yeah. Also,
Hey, Robert.
Taco Bell is closed.
Fuck.
What?
How dare they?
Taco Bell, what?
I
Taco
know,
Bell was
they
the
must
imposter.
Have funky hours.
Sorry, Robert.
The
It's just,
doctor
I
was-
have to eliminate
Why would
the
I
possibility.
incriminate myself when nobody?
Because you're good at smooth talking and you always try to like do something where you make yourself look innocent and then
That is valid.
murder a bunch of people.
Wait, did it not save any of my tasks?
I'm so sorry.
It should have.
That sucks. Sorry,
Adam,
we
Adam,
had a-
On.
we had a segue planned, and what I was segueing to is safety tools. So what safety tools do you use, and if so, where can we find some of them? Because I've got some sources that I happen to like very much, but I'd appreciate to hear what y'all.
We have a communal lines and veils
Veil.
like document that we update and check pretty regularly. I think at least we try to.
Yeah.
For us,
we also
it's a cross campaign document, so we don't like
Yeah.
make a new one every campaign, but we will revisit it.
Yeah, and we like, so for me, I know this is like normal for you guys, but it was the first time I'd really done it this way for a streamed or recorded game, where we had 2 session zeros, one to like test out the system, and one then that was all about like the lines and veils sheet and the sort of themes we wanted to explore in the game, what we were comfortable exploring, what we weren't comfortable exploring, which was quite a new thing for me, and also I found like really valuable, especially as like the newest member of the group, and having experienced some like negative stuff around issues with like where safety tools would have really helped, or like discussing themes we wanted to explore beforehand would have helped, and I just found a body in storage. It's Lena.
Oh fuck!
Shit.
Holy shit.
Wow, okay, so it's really bad because I found both bodies, but it's not me.
I just want to know if any of the dead people voted for me and now feel bad.
I did and I don't.
Fuck. Who out of Adam, Lee, and Nat is it?
I'm gonna say something. I did vote for you, Robert, and I do feel bad about it. Because clearly it wasn't you, and I fucked up.
Sounds like something an imposter would say.
No, it's not. It really is. Okay.
So Nat
Very-
was like throwing shade on me in the chat before, but that is also something that Nat does a lot when we play this.
It's
So
true.
I
And also, if I was actually trying to get you out, that's not how we would do it.
yeah.
mean,
So-
honestly, is I think it's you, but
not
at the
me.
same time, I'm not
Okay.
100% sure.
I
So
swear
Izza.
to God, it's not me.
Izza.
What?
I'm gonna make the argument that if I would not have done something so colossally memey if I was the imposter.
I believe that.
I don't
I
know how
know-
much I believe that.
That's a certain
We have
amount
one.
in.
I have one chance here.
Yeah.
I don't trust neither of you.
So here's the thing. I'm not sure it's not you either, because like no. I was thinking 2 died this time, and only 1 died this time. So the other one got voted out. I think it's AMAmong.
No, it's not me. I promise it's not me. Please don't do this. Sorry,
I
no,
don't
I'm
know.
getting emotional. What I should be saying is that it's not me. Fuck, no, that's all I can say. Because I've been running about. I saw Lena on my way up to O2 when it was completed, and Lena was alive. But that was the last time I saw Lena.
Right.
As for
who are you voting
Ro,
for?
I have no fucking idea. Who am I voting for? I don't know what to fucking know. Sorry, I don't know.
I genuinely don't know either.
Okay, you know what?
Because I don't have
Not-
any reason to like fully suspect either of you,
But
but
we have to pull the trigger.
we have to pull the trigger. Yeah.
I think it might be Izza, but I'm
Not
just
me.
gonna go based on character. I'm gonna vote for Arvis because it's Arvis. That's it. I don't know, Nat. I'm sorry.
Wait, Nat, you haven't voted.
I
Oh,
did.
you
Good
have
job,
voted.
guys.
It didn't mark
Oh,
you as having
fuck
voted.
you.
I did. I know. I
Good
did right at the
job.
last moment. So
I
listen,
just
AMAmong,
say-
I saw
you should have lied,
AMAmong
because if
going
you,
up.
AMAmong, the reason I voted for you is because you said you didn't vote for Izza, which means that I have to vote for you if I have a chance.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I will say this in
Yeah.
my defense. I did that while moderating, okay, and none
Yeah.
of y'all even noticed.
No, it's like
Great.
seriously, seriously good
murdered
job.
like while talking to me. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you
Impressive.
I saw you at one point, and I forgot I saw you. In that first, I should have remembered that I saw you in the location of Zake's death, but I didn't remember it until after I was voted out.
Yeah. Why did you think I went after you so hard, sweetheart? I needed you gone before you had memory. Anyway, so you use lines and veils. Do you use anything else?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it doesn't get used very often admittedly, although we have talked about it every session 0 and occasionally middle. We X card, O card,
Yeah.
structure.
X and
X
O.
card to stop the scene. O is to check in if you're okay. I don't think it's gotten used, but that doesn't mean it isn't present.
I don't think
Right.
it has ever gotten
You
used.
could
Yeah,
actually-
no, but it's still important to know that it's there.
Of course.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just in
I mean,
case.
like the best safety tools are there and used, fairly sparingly, because
Yeah.
once they're there, you're already some level of safe. The thing is,
Yeah.
as long as you have to respect them to make that work.
And
Yeah.
Exactly.
We're generally really good at sort of communicating and checking in with each other about things. Like when I was even thinking about playing a child for the stream, like we made a point really, in our like first sessions of being like, is everybody even okay with that? Because
Yeah.
That's true.
Because
You know?
like Ro could
Like,
get
we-
hurt or die. and it's
exactly.
something that
Like
Yeah.
people
we
will be
do
uncomfortable with.
have, like we do have, like lines and veils and stuff involving, like violence and children, which I think most groups probably have to an extent.
Yeah.
So we had I think a really good sort of conversation about the
Mhm.
nature of that as like NPCs versus as a player, and
Actually, we did our session 0 is out there on YouTube.
That's
if you want to
true.
check that
Oh
out.
yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's there's actually a safety tool resource out there by Kiana
and Lauren.
and Lauren. Yeah.
Yeah. So good.
That I really
will
do want
link
to
it.
recommend. It's absolutely free, so there's no harm in just
Yep.
grabbing
Yeah,
it
the
off the
TTRPG
store.
safety toolkit.
Very
And-
good.
Sorry, the any winning TTRPG safety toolkit.
Yes.
and it's so they curated it. So the safety tools
Yeah.
are made by other people, but they curated it together, and you'll find lines and veils on there, and you will find the X, N, and O cards along with a couple others. So highly recommended.
Quest also has a included
they have a
X
yeah.
card, essentially like a stop card. That you
Yeah,
can
and
use.
it's let me see. I've got
And
my
it's
deck right here.
beautiful.
Let me see how
Oh,
quick.
it is.
It's so beautiful. I'm gonna.
It's stunning.
Also,
Gotta
there
find it
are
real quick.
multiple points in the book where they talk about how you should other as people, not just how
Yeah.
you play the game, which I think is really
That's-
valuable in that.
Actually,
Quest's
Yeah.
X
Nat,
card is
let,
very
let me
pretty.
let me jump from that. If you want to listen to our lovely voices, there's a little thing we recorded
yeah.
where we touch on that a little bit. Like,
Oh,
which is the audio
The thing
version
that-
of the basic rules of quests. It should be on their website.
Yeah, yeah. Are there
yeah,
some
it's on
familiar voices in there?
Spotify.
Yeah,
There's a couple.
I mean,
I think a few people.
I don't think I've ever
Define
heard anyone that's
familiar.
on that.
It was
Yeah.
technically the first time I GM'd
It's true. Yeah. It's true.
I can name
because I play the guide.
3 rather interesting people that were on it, but I will say out of the game that I know them from, they're probably the least interesting. So
I mean,
Yeah.
that's fair.
That's
that
true.
feels
yeah.
right.
fair,
That
yeah.
feels right.
Yeah.
For sure.
I can get behind that.
skipping away from safety tools for now, but I'm glad that we had that discussion because I feel like more people should be upfront about what safety tools they use.
Mhm.
I know a little bit of this because I've read Quest, but Tyler Moonsage asked a very interesting question. Roughly what percentage of your character's traits, ideals, and desires do you come up with before a campaign versus how much do you intend to find in game? Now, I will say this before I let you answer. Quest, in their Mad Lib style, does specifically have like an ideals and I think desires section. So you do select some of the traits beforehand. So I would ask you this question that Tyler asked and upgrade it with this question. How much of those traits, the ones that you chose right at the beginning, affected your characters as opposed to traits you've later found in game?
I mean, I personally
I
would
can
say.
start. Okay, go on.
Oh,
Yeah.
We're all like character development.
I can personally say, especially in a longer campaign, but yeah, like what you create beforehand, at least for me, really informs who your character is going to be. But everything that happens from that point on, that really kind of develops for me a character. Like I don't even really understand who my character is, even if I write, a 10-page long backstory, until I've played them. And a lot of times, once I've played them for a number of sessions, they're not even exactly the same characters I wrote originally. And that can change. And it's really nice when you can fluidly do that too. So for me, the Doctor is, I would say at this point, 40% prepared and 60% just everything that happened in game changed it.
News, did you
Yeah.
have? So
yeah.
you had something to
This
say?
this will come as a surprise to absolutely no one. But most of the things that you see me doing are not prepared, including the traits of the character. I think I can easily
Shocking.
say that I did feel literally all the prep I did for Zake was probably chat with Megan because we had to connect and construct something that made sense. And apart from that, from myself, I only filled in the Mad Libs thing. That was it. And then everything else I found through play. And I tried to do all my development. I know other people approach it in a different way, and they think about the game and then go and write stuff and develop things outside. Still reactive to what happened, but outside. But I like to build everything and all the personality in game. So what happens, and I decide in the moment, all right, from now on, I like this. This is what happened. It's just what happens.
I mean,
So
Yeah,
it's
I'm also a fan of like
20%, 80%.
I'm also a fan of like I like to have a general idea of who the character is going to be and what their sort of like motivations will be and personality will be like, but I also really enjoy exploring the characters and discovering them through playing them, and then also seeing how they interact with the other characters in the party. So like for example with Faris, I had this general idea that she was from another city, that city was heavily themed around the particular things it's themed around, and that she was someone who was an outcast and considered a traitor in that city and had done or seen something that those people considered bad, but she didn't see it that way, but nonetheless had like taken the fall for it. Was like my general idea going in, and then I fleshed it out a little in like bits as we went along, especially sort of like in reaction to Nat's world. As I learned more about it, I was like, oh, we could tie it into this, and then Nat was willing to go along with that. But also even stuff like Faris having a brother and sister, I don't think I came up with until after maybe like the second episode, when I felt how strongly she interacted with Ro, and I was just like super into this character dynamic for a lot of different reasons, and I had like they had sort of like clicked already, but I had this sort of idea that Faris sort of saw Ro as being sort of like she was when she was a kid, and then I was like, no, I feel like it's something like more concrete than that. I feel like Faris needs to have siblings that she's like left behind and misses, and she's sort of like filling that in with like a relationship with Ro. And that sort of like came out of just like how well Faris and Ro clicked together and how much I enjoyed RPing with Sam.
Also,
That'll
what
happen.
came to my mind first when this question was asked was that we actually have been preparing some character introductions for season 3 that'll be releasing pretty soon, the first ones. And I remember multiple of the cast members saying that they had to change their Mad Libs to match because
Yeah.
they shifted a large
Absolutely.
percentage
Oh, yeah.
over a
Yeah.
couple seasons.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Lena, I changed like 60% of Lena's initial Mad Lib
Yeah.
going into season 3 from season 1.
Yeah.
Because a lot of stuff happened.
Yeah, I think the only thing I kept was my height and my dream.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, and the place I came from.
characters change a lot, and I'm gonna say this because I feel like this is important for the impartial person to say. There is no wrong way to go about this, right? We all have our different ways of playing. Some of us are gonna write something down and we're gonna stick to it. Other ones of us, I know this person. I'm a very reactive role player. It depends upon what everyone else shows up with, and once I know that, then that character is gonna start having more definition. Which sometimes means that like I go through my arcs a bit later than other players, but
I think
What
that's
does
an
it
important
mean?
part of
Fine.
Yeah.
it's an important
I
part of
think-
RPGs because it's
Yeah.
about the party and it's a group game
I think-
ultimately.
I think that's funny that you say you're someone who tends to go through your arcs later, because I'm one of those players who comes up with a ton of shit before we get started, being totally okay with like revising it and reacting as I go. I just feel more confident about making quicker choices if I have an idea of what I want to do.
totally fair.
But the funny thing is I find that having all of that info ahead means that my characters tend to have their arcs happen like really early on, and I've never realized that until just now, when I'm like, oh fuck, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
The Soaring City is kind of an anomaly because we didn't get much Ro arc season 1.
Ro is my first character where like I like sort of left so much up in the air and like in the hands
lot
of
of
the
dead.
GM.
Nice.
Holy
Okay,
shit.
so
That's
this
lot
is
of
a
that,
good
yeah.
killer,
Okay, Robert.
and
Yeah, so-
I
So
feel like
I
this
haven't-
person may have used Slayer.
Look, I haven't been imposter all night, and I think that's ridiculous.
It means
So
you.
it's Nat because
So
it's a
it's
good
Nat.
killer, and you haven't been imposter all night.
But would I say that if I was the
I-
imposter?
Where was
Would I
Yes.
say that if I was the imposter?
Yeah, where was
Yes,
the buddy?
I'm voting
Yeah,
for
where
you.
were the bodies?
It was in reactor.
Yeah, where's the
Oh god, I went
Okay.
east. I was in the navigation
Yeah.
weapons. I saw Sam over there.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
on the right
I was
hand
in.
side.
I was.
Well,
in
Nat, why
the
didn't you say this sooner? I already
nav.
wrote it for you.
Did you really?
I really did. Yeah, no, I saw nobody even coming from that direction. I just
Yeah.
finished doing electrical, and then I had to go to reactor to do. I think I have to do the one up top. Not. I had just walked in, and Ferris's body is literally right there, like just past the entrance of the doorway.
Yeah.
So, is it become really obvious to everyone else that Robert's the imposter?
I mean,
This is what you guys
mean-
say.
Yes.
Okay, I want you guys to realize something. Okay, you
no.
only claim that I'm imposter when I'm not.
No, that's not true.
Is that what you want us?
I have no
Yeah,
clue.
I don't know.
I don't know.
No,
Might be-
it's
might be
not me.
Nat.
It really
'Cause
isn't.
it's
I'm
like-
not going to
it's one of those things
self-report
where
like
it's like,
ever
oh.
again because of how much you guys
Oh.
suss me when I report.
Nunu.
But there's no body.
But it's like.
There's
my
no
eyes.
body in electrical, so I don't think it's Nat. Yes.
The imposter.
I mean, I could have killed Sam. I was alone in electrical with Sam too.
Maybe
Thanks, Robert.
that's a trick.
I mean, maybe that's part of your plan. So you're like, oh, Sam will vouch for me.
I
because
honestly
they were right
think that
there.
I
somehow
felt
that's
my-
valid,
my-
but
my
I
gut
think somehow
instinct-
it's Nat.
My gut instinct was Robert, so I think I'm gonna stick to my gut instinct.
But also just
No.
wait
Okay,
and do
guys.
tasks. instead.
We
I
could.
was gonna
but
say,
my
I mean,
gut
Robert already
instinct-
voted though, so.
Robert already voted.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for Nat
so-
because I think it's Nat somehow.
Guns up for Robert.
Oh my gosh.
Bye-bye.
My God.
Amazing.
I think
he
it's
is
Adam
somehow.
Ali
We
because the
should
last time
never
this
run a
happened,
record.
it was
I
him.
shouldn't vote.
And
dead.
you know, I don't care that
So
he's
it's-
dead. No, I don't care that you're
So
dead.
it's
That means it's Nunu.
Nat
Then,
or Sam, but I thought it wasn't Sam.
Yeah.
I skipped
You know.
my vote just for the record.
Because you're a good person. The rest of
I
us
did
are
not
garbage
feel
and
I
just
had
tossed
enough
Robert out
evidence.
into space. The rest of
What
us
you're
are
meant
just
to
gonna-
do.
I am 100% correct when I say you guys only vote me out when I'm not the imposter.
So
I mean, maybe you shouldn't be so
Sus.
sus.
Right?
Just
Oh,
because
I
it's
know.
Pretty obvious
I'm
it's me or
trying to do a
Nunu.
freaking scan.
It's Nat.
And Nunu hopped on my meme way too early. And I
What
tried to
meme?
course
Wait,
correct to
Wait.
I tried to
What
course
meme?
correct to skipping.
Did somebody?
Wait, yeah,
I
what is
called a
happening?
meeting.
Did you find a
I called
body?
him-
He
I called
called
an
an
emergency
emergency meeting.
It
Oh,
was
so-
my meme. I said my
Kick
gut
them
feeling
out.
was Robert.
And then I tried to redirect. No, that was after I'd already suggested. I tried to redirect to skipping, and you're like, "Nah, let's murder a crew member."
Absolutely not.
Yeah, but then you didn't skip. Oh, sorry, I'm not
Shut up,
alive.
Deadman.
Yeah, this is bullshit, Matt. And
Go
you
still
know
talk.
it. And you know it's
Or
bullshit.
or
Oh,
Megan has
Lord.
finally gotten a hang of the gang, and I'm going to get stabbed for underestimating her.
Oh,
I don't
That's
know.
very
Megan
possible.
actually came in and saw me trying to swipe my card and like walked back out. So I'm
who did
What are the
voting for
chances of me
Megan.
having figured this
Megan,
game out?
okay.
Yeah, so I don't think it's Megan.
I don't think it's Sam because I've been in
Thank
two
you.
tasks right beside Sam.
Thank
Yeah,
and
I was
they didn't
with
merge.
and I was with Sam
I don't
When
think
you
it's
could have killed me and didn't.
when I
So-
could have killed you.
So I
Y'all
I
are
think
learning
it's
so much
Nat.
about each other.
I think
Yeah,
it's
right. I think it's Nat. That's my
Okay.
vote.
Okay,
Not
I'm
me.
gonna-
That feels right.
Wait,
That
what if
feels
it's,
right.
what if it what if
What
it
if
is
it's
Sam?
not?
Let me
What
pull this
if it is
argument.
Sam?
Let me pull this argument. If I was the imposter, would I have called this meeting?
Absolutely,
that doesn't
Yeah.
make
yes,
sense.
Nat.
That
Yes.
doesn't make any goddamn sense because like 40% of the time, the person who calls the meeting gets voted out just on that.
Look, we've seen at least 2 self-reports, one
Yeah.
of which was accidental, admittedly. But
But we
if it's
still saw it.
Sam?
Look, I have not been imposter all night,
the
and I find that
record,
preposterous.
also-
I do not want to go down for this on our last game.
this is
I mean-
admittedly pretty fast killing speed for me.
Gosh.
Yeah. This is like it's
Without
almost
getting
impressive.
caught doing it in front of somebody. Anytime
Well, we have
I try to
18
kill quick.
Are we
that's
at
what I
18
do.
seconds?
Bloody
Are
good
we?
excuse.
Are we voting?
we-
I'm
Vote
voting. I'm voting.
I'm gonna vote for Nat.
I'm voting
who
for
you,
Nat.
Who you voting? Nat?
I'm gonna vote for
Okay,
Nat.
that-
Alright, you lose
Well-
the game.
Well,
We
then
just
No, that's
might,
not how
but
this
you know
works. There's
what?
only one imposter.
my vote
The
doesn't
game's still
matter.
going on. So like y'all play off each other really well. That's what I've learned from hanging out with
Aw.
y'all. You're a great group.
We also kill
Um,
each other really well.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck!
Yeah.
Look at that! I was telling the truth.
Oh shit!
It's Zeke! It's Zeke then! God
It's
damn
not.
it!
So
Oh my gosh.
so y'all play
It's
each other off,
Jake.
off each other very well. I want y'all to think about what how do I phrase this? When did you know that you clicked? Specifically,
God.
there's a question in chat that asks when did you know that you clicked? Because your group is like you're playing with each other phenomenally.
It was Megan.
Oh, yo.
I was thinking
I was
so
saying-
hard. Don't say it's Megan. I could not even ask that question.
I was saying in ghost chat that like Megan isn't even having to do anything because Robert and Nat just make themselves so sus.
No!
And I
like
didn't. All I did was report a body, and then just.
Megan, I'm screenshotting
That was
this
masterful,
defeat
Megan.
screen.
Well done. Well done.
In
That was
your-
It's
masterful.
very amazing.
So when did you know that you clicked? I do
When
know
Izza
some of the
guessed it.
history here. That is
Yeah,
literally the moment
into this
Izza
group a bit
guessed it.
later.
So as soon as
Facts.
Izza was here.
Pretty
Wow.
much. Like
So-
the rest of us have been playing together for
Yeah.
about a year almost. And I don't
I
know.
mean, we had,
I guess
I mean, we
it's like
clicked
everything
then,
fell
too.
together. Yeah.
Yeah.
but like, yeah, when
But-
Izza joined, it was like everything just started
Yeah,
firing on all cylinders.
Genuinely
puzzle
the
pieces came in.
moment like the moment Izza like agreed to come and join us permanently. It was just I feel like that is when
It
you
she
know,
will
when
Can you
cry
just
on
aim a little
stream.
higher? Your captions will
Make her cry on stream.
I will cry on stream.
Is
No,
a
that's it.
remarkable,
Yeah.
like a remarkably welcoming person, and
Yes.
has some very good
Seriously.
energy. Like I have fed
Like
off of it
that-
more than once. I get it.
Yeah, like
one
it
of the best
just
people I know.
Yeah.
like
it
we
was
would,
a
it was
remarkable
I
human
think
being.
it was
This is illegal.
we would not be this the group we are without
Yeah.
Izza.
like I think like we clicked from really kind of like early on when we first started
Yeah.
playing together, but I think the combination of Izza joining us like full time and finding Quest as
Yeah.
a vehicle for the stories we wanted to tell
Mhm.
kind of really like everything fell into place then.
It makes
yeah,
sense.
so I think-
you don't.
And
feel like you're
also
fighting against
these
the
people are amazing. They're just like some of the best people I've ever known, so that
That's my
doesn't
friends.
hurt.
I think
That
we
doesn't-
we clicked from before, but we didn't unlock
Yeah.
our true potential.
Mhm.
Right.
And then when
Yeah.
we started with our last 5e campaign, right?
Yeah.
And we started exploring a little bit of a different play style, and then Izza
Mhm.
joined, as Megan said. At the moment Izza joined, and the stories kind of interconnects all together. I think that
Mhm.
was when we knew we had something, and then we happened to find the system that works,
Yeah.
a system that
Right.
works really well for what we want to do. And
Yeah.
that was like what truly unlocked what you see now.
I don't know what you're talking about because I started GMing.
Nat,
It's
you know
also
what?
that.
Just for that, I got a very special question for you.
Ooh.
A lot of these characters tend to have big ideas. How much do they contact you about those big ideas before they enact them?
So we have a lovely habit of just not
Just-
and like I'll do this to them. Like, do you
Just,
that
like, hurt
episode
me.
where I was like, "Hey, Nunu, you have a brother, and this kid's your nephew now." There was zero warning about that. I just knew Nunu would roll with the punches.
Nunu wasn't even there for the episode.
That's
Oh,
true.
that must make me remember that.
Present, he was just unconscious.
Well, yeah. But I'm saying, I should say, Zake wasn't there for the
Yeah.
episode, but yeah.
So
Can we just circle back quickly and say that you guys are awesome, and also it's illegal to compliment me that much without me complimenting
Izza, you're the keystone to our success.
Absolutely.
You know, no. I want to just
Lightning
hold
in a
up.
bottle.
Hold up. Iz's answer right now is so delightfly humble and so kind. Like that that just expresses all of Iz's energy. She
As if
is-
she's not like the
Cute,
greatest.
Emily.
person ever.
Like, you may be like, our newest member, but I think it's pretty clear you've had some of the biggest impact on our group. So
Yeah.
we're so glad to have you with us.
This is
melting.
gonna sink
I can
into the earth.
I can see the melting from here.
So it's almost time to say goodbye. I have a very directed question, and I don't want you to play off of each other. I just want you to answer straightforward to camera. So I'm going to call you out.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Nat, you're going to get a slightly different one. But
Sure.
For each of you, the question is this. What is the one thing you really want to see for your character in season 3? Megan, let's start with you.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Good. Less time to think about it.
first thing,
God, Lena's biggest thing, and like one of the only things I didn't change from her character sheet that changes, like Lena just really wants to be happy and
Aw.
doesn't quite know what that looks like because she's spent the last handful of years of her life hunting a killer and trying to fix Zeke, and now the killer is found and she's made some kind of peace with that, and Zeke is back. So I think I really want to explore what that means for her to like not be so driven to like spend all of her time and energy on things to help other people. Like I want to just kind of like get a little more introspective and see like what being happy looks like for her.
I love that.
Yeah, end of season 2 kicked it off pretty well, I'd say, but we'll see how that so thanks, Nunu. And yeah, so that's, I guess it's very,
That's a good answer. That's a good answer as any. There's no wrong
Yeah.
ones here. Sam, what do you want for Ro for season 3?
I think for Ro in season 3, something I would really like is for them to really make some strides in not necessarily coming to terms with, but figuring out their place in people's society. Because that's something that they've been sort of inching more and more towards, I think, since they first came to the city. So I'm excited to hopefully explore that a little bit more.
I am excited to hear explore that too. Nunu, what do you want for Zeke?
So I think one of the main things I'm hoping we can explore is reaping the benefits of all the sweat and blood and tears that happened in season 1 and 2. Because something that really annoys me is that most of like these high fantasy kind of adventuring stories, it's like you go through strife and then you either go through more strife or you have an happy ending. But I want to try and explore a story that's like, all right, I managed to get to this point. Now let's try and explore a story of a real person, someone that suffered and went through things and now has the possibility to have real impact in the world, and not only just, I've made it, I'm going to be happy ever after. No, just like try and use this newfound time to make sure that things happen in both senses. So explore the happiness and explore the capability of building new relationships and building new things with the time that's been given. Extra to Zeke, of course.
I'm excited to see Zeke open up a little bit, to be honest. Robert, it's your turn. What do you want for the Doctor?
Well, honestly, I would like for him to succeed in his quest for curing a massive plague that is so dangerous. But funny enough, even more so than that is just kind of I see his character arc based on everything that's happened in going this direction, and I want to see it come to fruition. This feeling of more confidence. He has confidence in certain things. He knows he's a good doctor and stuff like that. And when he is in battle, his ability to keep his friends alive gives him confidence, but he is not confident in most anything else. And I want to see that peak, get to the level of he doesn't have to feel the inadequacies that he feels otherwise, such as, of course, he thought he was going to die and admitted his love to his teacher he's known for 20 years. And that was really difficult for him, but he did it because he thought he would legitimately die.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise he never would have, and I want him to get to be that person that would have done it anyway.
Yeah, I'm excited to see him, get confidence in himself beyond his role. I think that's, Izza, what do you want for Ferris? You knew this was coming. You're the last person I called.
I know. So my short jokey answer would be like Smooch's growth catharsis, but that is like genuinely like Ferris has suffered a lot, and she's also like wallowed in her suffering a lot and become, like I said on Twitter, that she for the first couple seasons essentially had like decision paralysis, where she felt so overwhelmingly guilty and terrible about having made such huge mistakes that led to like her own suffering, that she just like, when confronted with the idea of being Vanguard of Valerith, just like couldn't even understand why anyone would want her in that position, and basically took the job because like the moment of desperation called for it. So like in terms of her role as Vanguard and her connections with the party and her relationship with Alika, I just want to see her, like, I'm sure she'll suffer a bit more as well because, you know, it's me, but like continue to grow because she's finally reached that, she's finally started to reach that point where she feels like she's having an effect that's sometimes positive. Like Meteor striking the city aside, like she's starting to feel as though she is somewhat capable and that she's there for a reason and that she can do something to help people, which is all she ever wanted to do as a Solari. And then in terms of like catharsis, like I've got some ideas.
I
That made it sound dirty. That's not what I meant at all.
No, I'm excited to see more exploration of Ferris beyond, you know, the trauma.
Like, I want her to see herself as someone who's worthy of being cared for by other people, because she feels like she always has to be the person who cares about everyone else, and there isn't space for it to be done in return to her.
I do appreciate that everyone's answers came down somewhat to, I want more confidence from my character.
Lena has too much confidence, so you can all borrow some of hers because she needs a little less of it.
Open up a loan in the Bank of Lena.
Yeah.
So, Nat, first of all, you're welcome for giving you some answers as to what these people want for their characters in season 3.
I say you're doing my job for me. I love it.
Yeah, that's why I'm here. But that doesn't mean that you're exempt. I want to ask for your most infamous character, for the one character that we all somewhat love to hate.
Everett.
What do you want for Arvis in season 3?
So Arvis, I am looking forward to. It's gonna be a really weird answer. I'm looking forward to him taking a bit of a step back, actually, because his main mission, his main assignment, in Valerith, is dealt with. Rivain has been stopped, and you know it's time to hand off the key to some lesser down. You know, why is the Shadow Master of the Orlath Empire wasting his time on this small little corner of the world? Or you could take inspiration from the fact that I'm currently walking around on Polis as imposter, as Arvis, and this is all a lie, and he has some grand plan. So that's yours to call.
I do think that I'm excited to see Arvis take a step back too, because I feel like there's much growth for him to be had outside of just being a direct antagonist. But anyway,
Yeah.
thank you all for having me on to ask you some questions, both from the chat and from myself. I really did appreciate it. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
playing with you folks.
Thank you
Well,
so
thank you
much.
for joining us. You've been awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah, you
really
have been
nice to get to have you with
phenomenal.
us.
Time for you. It's time for you to get bombarded with compliments.
No.
AMAmong, you are the
down.
keystone to is a success.
You kept everything rolling so smoothly.
Yeah,
I am
it was
most
so good.
impressed with your moderation skills. So.
Yeah, because
While being the
we're a
imposter.
handful.
Yes, while being imposter.
Yeah, while being an imposter.
You
Yeah.
maintained
Imposter.
professionalism while murdering me.
Yep. I do remember you did shoot me in the middle of asking a question, so
Nice.
that was pretty
nice.
impressive.
I try so hard.
Yeah. You did.
I'm
You succeed.
excited to see season 3, and I hope you'll have me back afterward, and we'll chat again.
That'd be really nice.
On that note, I think it's time that we say goodbye.
Yeah.
Nathaniel.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do our outros.
We'll do outros.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in reverse order. So Nat, can we get an outro from you?
Well, so I do this little side project that you probably haven't heard of. It's called Quest the Soaring City on Mondays at 6:30 EST. The third season premieres
channel?
on January 18th.
Sounds shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I run it, so it can't be that good, right? See, now I've locked you
I
into
mean-
memeing that I'm bad, so that I can be self-deprecating. I win. Besides that, I exist on Twitter at CrimeNat, KREIMNA. Follow me there. Editing and layout design, games writing. And I'm eternally snazzy.
That is
That's
very
for sure.
accurate. Izzo, where can we find you on the internet? Where can we give us an outro?
So you can find me at Evil Clever Dog on Twitter and Instagram and YouTube, where I make cosplay and crafting videos, and I have a new one coming very soon. I got the finished video today. It's of me making the Stygian blade from Hades, and I'm very excited. I hope you're all ready for a half an hour video of me talking about a sword. It's very exciting. You can also find me here playing Quest. We've already said the times and stuff. It's very good. You should really watch it. If you're here and you haven't watched seasons 1 and 2, I don't know why you're here, but just in case.
But thank you for being here.
But thank you for being here. Come check out season 3 and
me.
watch our playlist on YouTube to catch up. You can also find me on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. GMT on my friend Finn's Twitch channel, where we play Pokemon Soul Silver. That is twitch.tv/FinnTheBin. And you can also find me as part of the Asians Represent podcast, along with AMAmong, for the Critical Read Al Qadim podcast every third Saturday of the month. So the next one will be January 16th. Where we dissect and critically analyze the AD&D Al Qadim book and talk about how racist, sexist, classist, and everythingist it is. It's a hell of a time, so come join us for that. That's on the Asians Represent Twitch channel. And yeah, that's me.
Thank you. Robert, I think it's your time to give us an outro. Where can we find you?
Oh, hello. I am Robert. You can find me pretty much everywhere on the interwebs except for Instagram. Don't even fucking try it. I don't have one. At Voices of Robert.
Voices.
Is there one? You can find me there. I am a voice actor. I love to play TTRPGs and things like that, and do stuff in the background with that. I also, there's this little show called Quest the Soaring City. Just come back. Just come back on Mondays at 6:30. We'll be here.
If you're behind on Quest Soaring City, we have recaps. Season 1 recap went out today. Recap will coming out probably amazing. Next week, I think.
Thank you, Robert. Just so you know, the Instagram handle Voices of Robert is not taken, so get on it.
I guess I'll just take it before anyone else does.
What have you
Just
done?
out of principle.
Nunu, it's your turn.
Yeah. Hi. You can find me online at jnunutex, wherever you find people online. That's Twitter, Instagram, and all other places. But those two are the two that matter the most, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, probably. You can also find my games on jnunutex.itch.io. I do some design when I have time. And apart from that, currently the only project I have ongoing is this one. So as Robert said, do come back for season 3 and do watch the recaps if you haven't caught up on seasons 1 and 2. And if you like the show, you know what? Show it to your friends, show it to your family, show it to people that you think might be interested, because the more people we have watching, the more things we can do, the more seasons we can have, and the happier everyone is. That's it.
Well, happier.
Thank you, Nunu. Sam, the arrow now points to thee.
Oh, hey everyone, I am Sam. You can find me on Twitter at @TheSamWisest. I am the Samwise GameG here on Twitch. I'm one of the admins here at the Chromatic Chimera, and I am our accessibility director. I'm also a disability advocate. You can see me streaming on the Chromatic Chimera on Wednesday for Agora's Bells, which is our near end game high-level Fantasy Age campaign. Come and check that out. Also, I'm getting back to streaming on my own Twitch channel, so I'll actually be streaming over on the Samwise GameG Twitch tomorrow, Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to be doing my first playthrough of the dating sim / visual novel Arcade Spirits. So come and check it out, and it's going to be a ridiculous time, probably.
Nice.
So that's it for me.
Megan.
Oh, me. Hello. I am Megan. You can find me most places on the internet at MeganLynnFTW. You can find me here playing Quest the Soaring City. Generally, you can also find me here on my show Unprepared, where I facilitate GMless and Prepless games for a rotating cast of people. We are taking this month off, and we will be back next month with some cool GMless and Prepless games. You can find... Ooh, what else? I am also an indie game designer. You can find any of my games at meganlynnftw.itch.io if you like sad GMless games. And yeah, right. Right? And speaking of GMless games, next week here, during our normal quest time slot, because we do have another week left before our premiere, so next week, the 11th at 6:30, all of us minus Nuno, who will not be here, unfortunately, will be playing For the Queen, which is an amazing GMless game by Alex Roberts. Very, very excited to play it, so you can join us same bat time, same bat channel next week for some GMless game action. And Adam Ali, now it's time for you to do your outro.
Oh no, I didn't prepare for this. Hi, my name is Adam Ali. My pronouns are he, him, and you can find me online at Werewolf Feels, where I talk about my feelings. I also tend to tease the projects I'm working on next. For a quick taster, though, you can find me every third Saturday of the month on Asians Represent. As Isa would say, considering she stole my line, tearing apart the racist book, Al Qadim, from AD&D. I would say that it's definitely a heavy watch, so you might want to watch that on VOD if you're the kind of person who might be hurt by it. But speaking of VOD, there's some great VODs out for the last season of Off the Table's Monster of the Week game, The Burned Bunch. Our second season is going to be coming up on Wednesdays very shortly. We'll have an announcement on that on Off the Table's Twitter channel. The other big project I'm involved in coming up, I'm on a podcast where we played Fear Itself, called Missing Annie Lee by Off the Table and Salty Sweet Games. I'm super excited for this project. You can still donate to it and get some awesome rewards, including t-shirts and maps and the like. You can find that on Off the Table's Twitter channel as well. I'm also a TTRPG writer and cultural consultant under my other name, Nurdin Ali Kadir. You can find me next. I think the big project that just came out is the scenario book for Jiangxi, Blood in the Banquet Hall, by the amazing Wet Ink Games and Game in a Curry. I wrote a scenario for them. I'm super proud of it. It just came out digitally. It'll be coming out in print soon. I can't wait to announce the other projects I'm working on. And when I'm not doing any of that, just come out, hang out with me online. Last but not least, we should mention that Chromatic Chimera is a Roll20 Spotlight channel, and more importantly, No Initiative is a Quest affiliate. So there is a 10% off coupon code, No Initiative, no spaces. If you want to try out Quest for yourself, and I highly recommend it, our VODs for the Soaring City and the game that I was in, the Trio Bright, can be found on our YouTube channel. And I highly recommend checking them out if you want to catch up right before. And last but not least, thank you for joining us for this silly little game of Among Us and this more serious game of 20 questions. I think I might have actually asked 20. It's been a joy playing with these folks, and it's been a joy talking to these folks. I see why people like hanging out with them so much. So catch them on January 18th for the third season of the Soaring City, so you can hang out with them too. We'll see you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Oh, we're all